So I want to just take a look at these settings for a moment. So I filtered out my bots. We're not going to do it subscriber only. Requires join. There we go. So when I give the all clear, you can type in ! join. Allows the reroll command. I don't know. Do we want that or not, chat? What I don't want is... Don't do it yet because I've not set up a town, Sleepy Dragon. I've not set one up yet. What I don't want to happen is I don't want chat to be like full of spam, like people trying to re-roll their careers and stuff. So do we think that's okay to keep off? Do we think that's okay? Also, show messages in game, toggle chat messages. I'm going to turn that off just in case, just for moderation purposes. Yeah. Let's keep it off. And if somebody really dislikes their occupation, we can turn it back on. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay. Let's sort the volume out. Is that a good music volume, chat? Get your shit together, chat. Get your shit together, Sleepy Dragon. Okay. I don't think we need to worry so much about graphics. I think we're going to be it. Okay, new game. Are you sure you want to start a new game? Yes. So we played this in early access, but honestly, it would be very beneficial for me to start again, so I can remember how to play.
But nowadays, it's so crowded. Smoggy streets, noisy factories. Oh, the smell of sewage on the air. What if you could do it your way?
It's so pretty.
From bakery to park to cozy home and everything in between.
Are they British devs? I'm assuming that they're British devs from the accent.
Green, somewhere nice. Others will
Unless they just got a British voice actor.
Well, you'll have to roll up your sleeves first, but with a bit of effort and an eye for planning, you'll soon develop this spot of land from countryside to
About the kind of architecture in this game. Don't join. Okay, folks, don't join yet. If you join too early, it is not my fault if a character doesn't appear as you. Okay. Wait. Okay, this is just showing us how to move around, and then we can kind of use the middle mouse button to tilt up and down and swing around. There we go. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm just going to skip that because we know how to do that. Okay, let's build 3 houses and then connect them to the station with a road. Build 3 houses. Does everybody, I can't remember, does everybody start off with the same map or is it procedurally generated? I feel like we start off with the same map from what I remember. Guys! Stop. Okay, let me plonk this down. There's gonna be like a couple of houses right next to the station. Okay, and then there's gonna be a road that like swings around here, and then we will plonk a house down right there. Oh, we can do different colored houses as well. God damn it. Oh wait, they have random colors. That's so cute. That's so cute. And then we can put roads down. You're currently picturing Molly in full shaking your head mode. I mean, it's on you guys. If you do join prematurely and then don't have an option to rejoin later, then you can't blame me. You only got yourselves to blame. Okay, I love that this whole thing is just so freeform, because one thing I've always struggled with kind of city builders is doing stuff on a grid. So I really like the freedom of this. Yeah, Molly's packing today, aren't you, Molly? Molly's getting ready for a big old trip today. Elle, thank you very much for your stream streak. Thank you. Okay, what do we got to do next? Here we go. So now we have residents. The question is, are they going to be the people that have done join or not? I don't know. Grid cities are boring. Nonsensical paths are the way to go. I mean, it's much more, I guess, creative, much more, kind of, I can't think of the word, like representational of what at least English towns look like. I know like in America, there's a lot more grid-based things going on, for example, but in the UK, that's very much not the case. Okay, first family has moved in and they want a house. Let's put them in there. Yeah, so any of you that have typed in !join, you can try again if you want, but at the moment it doesn't seem to have worked. There we go. Okay, there we go. So it worked. There's Shirella. And Wood Nichols. There we go. So we've got Shirella and Wood Nichols, and then we'll see how it like queues the names up. Yeah. Click on the house. The family has been given a home. Open residence information by clicking on it. A warm, beautiful house is the main way to increase the residents' happiness, but it currently does not provide much. Let's change that by giving residents access to food buildings. Market stalls are now available. Let's place 2 of them. Okay, we're going to have chicken and cheese. That's going to be their diet. Chicken and cheese. Let's do... I might actually put in a road first, maybe, because it's kind of wanting to snap. Let me see if I can get this to work. I think in order to do the family command, you have to like see yourself.
Lady J 275 purchased 3-year Partiversary dotted notebook and 1 other item. Finally can get my Billy merch. Huzzah.
Oh, did you just guess? Jade, did you just get the Partiversary notebook? Do you know what? Can you believe it, Jade? It's almost time to do a new Partiversary notebook. That's going to be happening next month. It's nearly been a whole year since we did that. Thank you so much for getting some merch. What else did you get? That's really cool. Thank you so much. I don't know why Amy has trouble saying Partiversary, but never mind. Never mind. Right, we do have some more people coming in. I'm just going to like build the roads as I go, I think. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Click on the market stall. Before a shop is operational, it needs to have workers. All adults living in your town can be employed. Let's add a worker. Okay, each worker increases the amount of citizens that can be serviced. So make sure all shops can meet their demand by having enough workers. So we've only got 2 people at the moment. We've got Shirella and Wood Nichols. The shop can't sell yet because there's no warehouse connection. We need to build a warehouse. Okay. Let's build a warehouse. I guess we'll build that here. There we go. Oh, you got a t-shirt too? Hell yeah, Jade. Thank you so much for doing that. We do have... Wait, we have more people here. Let's move them into this house. I think the way the naming must work... I don't think it queues names, folks. Unfortunately. So you might have to kind of wait for me to give a queue to type in join. Because at the moment we've just got Shirella and Wood Nichols. So if you don't see your name and you want your name, type it in. Type it in. And you might have to just end up doing it multiple times for it to work, unfortunately. Yeah, so now Bolero's done it. I can see Bolero in there. Nah, it's not queuing them. We need to add workers to the warehouse. There we go. And then we need to add a worker to the cheese stall. Hell yeah. Valorocca's in. And then we've got to build more houses already for these peeps. There we go. Okay, so Valorocca is living in there. What is... This residence is not connected to any shops. Well, that is a lie. Are they saying that these aren't connected? But it's connected to the road, no? How do I move this? Click to edit which houses are supplied. Move? Yeah, for some reason it wasn't connected properly, but now it should be. So now they're happy because they're actually getting cheese and chicken. Yeah. Grover Golds, hello, welcome in. Hello. So we've got Valorocca, Mickle, Bolero, Wood Nichols, and Shirella. I don't know why they're... Like, what is going on there? They're kind of like stuck. I'm not quite sure why. Click on the house. I think it's maybe just freaking out a bit because it's trying to do a tutorial with me and I'm trying to break away from it in a very classic me style. Yeah, it would be good if there's like a little virtual queue system for the names. Access to multiple different shops greatly increases the happiness for its residents. Okay. This house earns you more daily income with each shop connection. Each house, shop and warehouse has a decoration score. This score makes the people who live or work in this building happier. Let's make a house and a shop... Wait, let's make a house and a shop or warehouse provide more happiness by decorating the areas around them. I remember this. If you put like street lights and stuff and bushes and things, it makes people more happy, is what I remember. Oh, we can put in like little cute benches as well. I kind of want to put a bench here so that people can like look out onto the water. There we go. And put in a couple of trees. There we go. We're giving them some more happiness. We've got to give them even more, apparently. Have 4 different decorations, 4 different ones. Small potted plants. Let's give them some potted plants. But yeah, you can really get into the nitty-gritty with the detailing in this. There we go. Next. Hover over the happiness percentage to view the happiness breakdown. There we go. So they're 72% happy at the moment. People will only arrive at the station if the total average happiness is 60% or above. Okay. There's a lot going on my UI at the moment. We need to assign people to houses. There we go. Okay. So that's cool. So we can see that some people's names have worked and some people's haven't. It would be good if they could kind of have a system to queue names, but they can't. So yeah, if you don't see your name and you want to, you might have to type it in again. Not really much I can do about that. A higher population density decreases the residents' overall happiness. Make parks and open spaces and research, build and connect more buildings to maintain a higher happiness. Let's build a research centre. Ooh, that is a fancy building. Let's put that in here. Sci-fi haze. There we go. I can see you in here. There we are. Softly, I see you on YouTube. Tangly Bits, what a name. Hello, welcome in. Unfortunately, we don't have a YouTube connection to this game. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to see yourself as a citizen in a game, you'll need to come over to Twitch. Just in case anybody does want to do that, I'm going to post the link into YouTube. Yeah, I don't know who is doing what in game, but I think you can find out by clicking. So Shirella is a transporter working at the warehouse. Wood Nichols is a street vendor. Bolero, so I think Wood Nichols is working at the chicken shop or the chicken market stall, and Bolero is working at the cheese market stall. Valorocca is unemployed. Well, let's fix that. Let's add you into the warehouse, or at least one of you into the warehouse, and we can also add in a couple more people here too. There we go. The command's working, but you see it responding twice. Oh yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why it's posting that twice. Oh, Valorok of the game knows you're still unemployed. Oh my goodness. It's okay, you're working in the warehouse now. I think. Wait. You should have a job now. I can't see where you're at. You're like chilling on your balcony. You're a street vendor. There you go. You're either working at the cheese or the chicken marketplace. I don't think the family command works, and if it does work, you would need to not put a space after the exclamation mark. I think. We need to add a worker to the research centre. Can I afford to? I can. So now we're generating research points. You can add more workers to generate points quicker. Okay. Open the research menu here. I remember! Unlock the fish stall. Okay. Oh, I love the music. It's so good. It's so good. Hi, Diesel. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't think the family one works. I don't know if they took that out or not. Yeah. Okay. Can I make a fishmonger? There we go. It worked for you earlier. Did it? No, you did the job command. Exclamation mark job. You're married to Shirella. But yeah, that is actually a good point. If you are joining, it does often like randomly assign you to live with other people. So if you don't want to do that, just don't type an exclamation mark join. So why is it working for Diesel and not for Laurel? Yeah, interesting. Okay. They've still got a bit of work to do on that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a fishmonger. Let's add in... You added more workers than necessary. Oh, that's fine. Okay, we actually don't have any more people left to work positions, so we're probably going to have to add some more houses in. Let's put in another house here. There we go. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it just, yeah, sometimes it seems to work and sometimes it doesn't. Is what I am seeing. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to do that. How do I... There's a lot going on the UI. How do I get rid of this? Demolish buildings. Sorry. Need to get rid of the house. There we go. Connect those up and then move these families in. Family added. Lovely. You're a toddler? Oh yeah, it can assign you as a child as well. That's very true. Are you a fishmonger, Diesel? There we go. Now what are their issues? This resident's not connected to any shops. What do you mean? You're not connected to any shops. There's literally shops here. This doesn't have a road connection? What the hell? Is that what that icon means? They don't have a road connection? Let me figure out what, like, because it feels like there's a lot of issues right now and I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure why. What is your problem? There's a road right there. Do you just need to be closer? Is that the issue? But then the road goes like a bit janky. Okay, it wants to be on a wonk for it to work. And yeah, why did... Are they saying that they don't want to walk to those shops? Are you saying that those shops are too far away? Really? They look so close. Too many assigned workers? Too many assigned workers. Okay, well, if you've got too many assigned workers, How do I get rid of them? And we'll just put all of the extra workers for now into the research centre so that we get as many research points as possible. There we go. Yeah. That's clearly you, because you go shop less than 5 minutes away and sometimes can't be bothered. But that feels like really close. I mean, I suppose it's like a really small market stall, so maybe like some of the bigger shops have more of a reach. Maybe that's it. Anyway, we've got 60 research points. If we want to add any more stalls in, it's going to be 75. So we'll hold on for a minute, but maybe any new stores we get, we can like put here, and then that will satisfy these guys, perhaps. Perhaps. You can research a new item. Okay, let's get a vegetable market stall. Cheese stall, vegetable stall. There we go. Pardon me. And then we're going to have to move it again because it's saying it's not got a road connection. There we go. You don't go to your most local easy walking distance chippy or pizza shop anymore because the food standards aren't adequate. Oh no. Have they gone downhill a bit, Sleepy Dragon? I would probably get takeout more than I do. I say more than I do. I have had takeout twice in the past year, but they don't deliver to my house. And if I want to walk to pick it up because I don't have a car, I would have to walk a mile there. Well, more than a mile there, more than a mile back. And quite often it comes down to, well, the whole point in getting a takeout is when I don't want to expend too much energy. So I just don't bother. But occasionally, like if I'm at my parents' house, or I think on one occasion we did have takeout at my house, but my dad went to go pick it up in the car. See, I don't really do it anymore. I do miss the place where I used to live a year ago before I moved into my new place. I keep calling it my new place. I've been here for a whole year. But I do miss living in the city because the sheer variety of food that you could order was great. And one of my favourite places I used to order from was a Syrian place. And I used to get halloumi and kebabs and hummus and a really warming dish called fool, which is a lentil-based dish, like lentil, loads of spices, tomatoes, garlic, chili. It was beautiful. And I miss that. Very much so. You could walk to the pizza place quicker than the time between clicking order for collection. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, if the food's not good quality, then yeah, I get that. I completely get that. Right, what is your issue? You would like 2 workers and we don't have any workers, so we're going to have to get some more houses. And pretty much the game goes like this. It's an organic kind of voxel-based city builder. Kind of colony management, pretty much. It's very neat. It's very chilled out. Let's see, if I employ somebody here, are they going to be happy? Warehouse can't transport to this building. I am genuinely really surprised that the radius is so small. You can't supply to here? Seriously? I could have sworn in early access the distance wasn't that small. Maybe it's because we need more workers though? Is that why? Okay, it was a worker issue. That's fair. Yeah. Lisa Lily, hi. You moved out into the suburbs about 15 years ago. And when you got here, there was about 3 chain restaurants and not good ones. 1 local that you loved, so that kept us going. Yeah, I have 1 local coffee shop that they do excellent cheese scones, let me tell you. Their coffee's fine. It's not like incredible coffee, but their vibes are impeccable. And the staff are really lovely. And so I really enjoy going there. Yeah, really enjoy hanging out there when I can. How do we trigger a tornado to tear down the town? This is not Sim City, Alice. I don't think we get natural disasters. As I say, it's the time. I don't often use the word cozy to describe my streams in general, but I did put cozy in my stream title on Twitch today because it is a very cozy city town builder without tornadoes. At least I think. Yeah. Yeah, Vives are definitely worth it. And especially when you're supporting like an independent business, I think. There's something I really appreciated about them when I first walked into this coffee shop. I think it was in July last year. So Pride Month had been and gone, and yet they have an all year round Pride corner in the coffee shop with flags and decorations and things. And when you live quite rurally in the north of England, I don't know, certain attitude towards gay folks cannot be great. So it feels super welcoming to walk into a place and see that all year round.
Subscribed.
You know? Glitch Lexia, thank you for your 4-month sub. And I know you only get 1 Prime a month, so big thank you for using it in my channel. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. Okay, a family with traits has arrived. These traits influence the family's happiness. Oh yeah, so these families want to like live near specific things, I seem to recall. I think, yeah, we're just trying to get our population up to 50 at the moment. That's what we're working on. Slowly but surely. Did we unlock anything else? We have quite a lot of points. Let me unlock a fruit stall next. Oh, greater reach for stalls. Yeah, let's do that because that means these houses then get access to these stalls. No workers available. Okay, they need more workers to function, so we got to put more houses in. Well, I think eventually you can like build upstairs to houses as well. Let's pretend that this road is kind of going to go out this way. There we go. Then we'll add... I know like some people when they're doing like city builders and stuff, they all like plan out big sections of their city and then like place a crap ton of houses down, a crap ton of shops. But I just kind of like to do a little bit as I go because I find that generally speaking that helps me keep on top of my finances. Although where is my money? Oh, it's down here. I mean, I don't have an awful lot. So this house, these people would like to live near a lot of trees. There you go. There's trees in that house. They want to be near food shops. Plus 10% happiness living here. And then these all need extra workers now. Yeah. Big same, you like creating problems for yourself that you can later solve. I always find if you expand too quickly as well, it's harder to like fix problems because there's generally more problems that end up being created than kind of just when you take it slow. But yeah, how cute is this? I love it. I love it. You can type exclamation mark to join if you would like to see your character in game. I don't know what's happened to Shirella and Woodnickels. They seem a little bit bugged. Everyone else seems fine, but they seem a little bit kind of stuck outside their house. Wait, they're making demands? Demolish their house. Make them rue the day they dare demand anything of you. Yeah, some people will come into the town and they will get a happiness bonus if you appease them, essentially, is kind of how that works. Just married coupled stuff, yeah. You may not be understanding the cozy concept of this game. Oh, I think it's incredibly cozy. Like the graphics, the color palettes, the sound world they've created. The fact that nothing really terrible happens if you just let people get on with things. I don't really know what happens if you end up going bankrupt, in fairness, but it feels quite difficult to go bankrupt from my experience. I don't know if you can move people into a different home. I could try... We could delete their house. Yeah, I'm going to demolish... I know you're sad. I'm sorry. I'm going to demolish the house. I'm going to rebuild it and see if that solves it. Oh, no! Wait. Did I actually just delete Shirella and Woodnickels? Uh-oh. I'm really sorry. You might want to add yourself back in. think I might have deleted you. I don't know where you've gone. I can't see you. I'm tempted to get it. You just mean your spicy brains need to make everybody in the town miserable. No, I don't think you can do that. Not like SimCity. If that's kind of what you're thinking of. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you might need to rejoin. Oh no. Have I like completely balked you in game? I think I have. I'm sorry. It's not letting you join. Okay, I'm not allowed to delete houses with people in. Oh no. I'm sorry. Oh goodness, I have like shot past my break time. Oh wait, I haven't shot past my break time. We started late today because my headphones weren't charged. I keep forgetting. We will haunt the town. You have a new research item. What do we have? We have decorations. I guess we'll just get all of those because why not? We can afford it. Does it say? So at the moment we've got 34 people in our town and they are 81% happy. So we need to get more people in the town so that we can unlock more things. Let's do something like that. Okay, what do these want? They don't particularly want anything. These would like to be near food stores, and you can kind of see where the happiness bonuses are going to be, so I'm going to put them there. Okay, and then we need to get more workers. Now, what did Shirella do that the rest of us should avoid if we don't want to be disappeared? Well, I thought maybe because Shirella and Woodnickels were bugged. They were like frozen in place. So I thought, oh, maybe if I delete their house and rebuild the house, then it will fix the bug. But it just removed them from the game. And it won't let them rejoin, I think. How have we lost happiness? Yeah, they're ghosts now. Everyone else seems okay. Yeah. I mean, I can also just rename, like, I can just rename these guys, so... there we go. Shirella. Who's that? Luan Joubert. There you go. I've added you in manually. Okay, who's this? You want a house with trees? Oh no. Okay, well, do you know what? Let's put you in here and then we can just add the trees in. How about that? Shirella is a toddler. Toddlers can't work! Ooh, a big tree. Big tree, little tree. I definitely didn't name you after a toddler. It seems to think you're a toddler. So maybe there's two Shirellas now. Wondering about. I mean, apparently you also work at the chicken shop. Yeah, Alice, you're in here somewhere. You're a researcher. You working in the research place. There we go. You're a researcher. Valorok is a researcher, I think. Okay, they're going in there. 48. We're very close to being at 50 people, and then we will hit the next milestone and be able to upgrade. Yeah. And apparently these guys are at 17% happiness. So if I try to squeeze in like a couple more trees, that should do the job. There we go. And then one more house. There we go. And then the town centre is probably going to be here, I think. Oh my goodness. Disrupting the peace. Jada's a good morning. Thank you very much for the bits. Wait, I've not realised. Wait, what have I not realised? Oh, yeah, no, I know that there's like an invisible Shirella somewhere and an invisible Wood Nichols. Yeah. These guys want flowers. Can I give them sunflowers? That's so cute. Look. There we go. Have some sunflowers outside your house. Right, apparently we can now upgrade our city. Oh, our town, I should say. It's not really a city, is it? Oh, wait, the name was typoed. Wait, did I spell your name wrong? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The music's so cute. Okay, we are stage 2. Hell yeah. Did I spell your name wrong? Oh, I did. There you go. Sorry. Maya, could I talk to you for a moment? Okay. We're all excited about the potential for our town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything's going swell, though some of the new arrivals are experiencing issues. I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox. That way we'll know how to reach you if we ever have any requests for our little town. So we need to build a mayor's house. Where would I like to live? That's the question. I think I would like to live... I'd like to live near a lake. Could I maybe live up on this hill? Is that really far away from everything? I want to live on a lake. There we go. Yeah, we're going to get all the complaints now. I mean, we can just ignore them. And then, I don't really know how I'm going to do this road. I'm going to have to figure it out. This is going to look very derpy, okay? Okay, and then it's going to swing around. Like that. And then it's going to join onto here. Does that look a bit derpy, or is that okay? It looks a bit derpy with the trees, doesn't it, actually? Look, the trees are just kind of sitting in the road. Can I get rid of them? Or just move them. Let's just move them. There we go. That looks slightly less derpy. Can I also sort out this little bit here? And then how do I get rid of this bit? Is there an erasing button? Okay, I think that looks okay. And then my house is all the way up here and they're already sending me fecking mail. Already! I don't know when this is set. I don't know if it's set in modern times or not. Okay, amazing. Your house looks great. Thank you. I'm sure the first requests will start coming in soon. We're all thrilled to have such an involved mayor in town. Don't worry if it takes a while to address any of our requests. We're patient townsfolk. Yeah, it's really chilled in that sense. Sure, they'll make requests and want you to do stuff, but there's not really a penalty for if you don't do it or take your time with it. There we go. But yeah, it looks like they do want something. Oh, Diesel, what are you moaning about? Sigh. Hello, Mayor. When I moved here, I didn't realise I would have to survive without my favourite tailor. I fear I'm getting desperately out of fashion. Would you be a dear and build a clothing boutique in our little town? And make sure they sell red clothes, dear. I hear it's the latest trend in the big city. Diesel's moaning about lack of clothes. Okay. I can build you a clothes shop. I'm going to build a road around the rest of this little lake first. And then we'll figure out how we're going to fit in the other shops. There we go. Yeah, red clothes specifically. Exactly. Okay, clothing shop. I don't know if I've even unlocked that yet, though. I haven't, but I can. Clothing store. There we go. Clothing store. Oh, wait. Did we end up building all the marketplaces? We didn't. We didn't build the fruit stall. Let's build them a fruit stall. And then all around the lake is going to be little market stands, which is going to be really freaking cute. Apparel. Bam. There we go. There we go. Let's add some workers into there. Lovely. We're getting the balance right. 86% happiness. We're doing good. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so I added your names in manually. Because when I removed the house you were in, it just got rid of your family. Or made you invisible or something. So yeah, I added it in manually. There we go, Sleepy Dragon Man. You are unemployed. We need to get you a job. What other buildings could we do? Let's have a look. Oh, second floor housing is nice. Shoemaker or a butcher? I mean, we could do both. We can do a shoemaker and a butcher. Laurel Grower is a toddler and toddlers can't work. I mean, you're not going to be a toddler forever, I don't think. I'm pretty sure they grow up. I'm pretty sure they do. I feel like we should put the shoemaker next door to the clothing store, and then you can get your shoes and your clothes all in the same place. A butcher we'll put in here. There we go. 91% happiness. Blimmin' hell. That's pretty good if you ask me. No, what do you mean no workers available? It was saying people were unemployed. Okay, do you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to start with the second floor housing. J Dizzle is over here. Maybe it's saying they're unemployed. Oh, it's because they're children and children are unemployed. Yeah. Okay, that's why then. That is why. All right. I'm going to let it just kind of roll on. Because nothing bad should happen if I go for a break and don't pause, which is a wonderful thing. Cypher is a toddler and toddlers can't work. Thank you for waiting for me. So this morning when we went to the toy shop to get the Pokemon cards, there's like an M&S across the road, and Mum wanted to get a few bits, so of course I had to go into Marks and Spencer and get some Percy Pig sweets. Those of you who are British, you will know what I'm talking about. So I had a few of those for my snack just now. They were great. In fact, I got reversies, as they're called, reverse Percy Pigs, so that you get their face made up of the jelly part of the sweet and their ears are foam. And usually it's the other way around. They're called reversies. No workers available. Okay, let's see. Here we go, second floor housing. Okay, so now click here to start upgrading the size of residences. Wait, where's here? Click here? Where's here? It says click here. Copy building, move building. Oh, here we go. Add an additional floor. I feel like those, like this can be like the town centre. So we can have like second floors on a lot of these houses, and then maybe like the houses that are further out, they can just be single floor. That kind of makes sense to me. So Although we can't afford to like make every house have a second story just yet. Okay, plus 10% there. And then we can start employing people to work in these places. Yeah, I don't have a lot of money. I've got like, I can't upgrade this residence because I can't afford to. We're gonna have to wait for more people to get in. So I don't have any money. But I think it's really hard to go bankrupt in this game, from what I remember. Just joking on thin air, don't mind me. It says we're making 901 money per day. That's quite a lot of money per day. So I'm sure we're going to be just fine. But yeah, at the moment we don't have enough people working in all of these buildings. So in the clothing shops we don't, in the butchers and in the warehouse. So this train should hopefully bring some more of the residents into the village. Here we go. Right, these guys want to live where there are trees. So plus 17% on the tree department. You can live there. There we go. Thankfully it was thin air and not thick air. No, I often just choke on nothing. Like I have a throat condition which causes like involuntary spasming of my throat muscles. And sometimes it's only small like it was then. And sometimes it's like, huh! And it will actually stop me from talking for a bit. But when it happens, even in a small way, yeah. It's good fun. But yeah, if the air was thick, I'd probably have a worse time than I do. No workers available. Oh. Okay, let's put them in there. Family added. Let's prioritise the shoe shop. There we go. The shoe shop. And then upgrade you. There we go. But yeah, I love city builders and colony management games. Those used to be my favourite type of games, really from the late 90s all the way through to COVID times. And I know I play a lot of survival games these days. It wasn't until COVID that I played my very first survival game, which was Ark Survival Evolved. So these, I don't know, these types of games always hold a special place in my heart. And I've always loved them. They've kind of scratched an itch in my brain, I think. But this is, I think, the most chilled out one I've ever played. And it's very refreshing because I think a lot of colony management or city builders have a lot of stress attached to them. And usually, at least when you're learning the game, there's like a very high failure rate. So, I don't know. It feels difficult to fail at this game. Oh, what is that? Desires a house near a cliff. Okay, well, I can't provide you with that just yet. Right, go live with Shirella and Woodnickels. There we go. They're going to be your neighbours. Let's have a look. More shoe shop people. We need more butcher people. We will haunt you. No, this is not ghost you, though. This is not ghost you. I don't know if you're a toddler. I don't know. Do you stay a toddler forever or do you ever grow up? I can add the re-roll function if folks don't want to be toddlers. I don't mind doing that. I just turned it off to prevent potential chat spam. You should grow up eventually. Okay. If you don't grow up by the next break, we'll turn that back on and then folks can re-roll if they want to. Hopefully you won't be a toddler forever. It worked in FG's game. Okay, so in FG's game, they were able to grow up. Yeah, I cannot remember. I mean, how long ago was it that I played this? 6 months ago, maybe more. Yeah, these guys want to live near a cliff. Like, I don't have a house near a cliff, guys, so I'm really sorry, but you're going to have to be a little bit unhappy. Wait, they're sad? I don't know why they were sad that these guys moved in. Don't know. Let's give Bolero and Mickle some neighbours. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if people die, though, because that would be a bit awkward. I mean, I know like in some city builders, like I'm thinking City Skylines, there is the whole like death care side of things. We need an adult command for them. Might work a bit different to ducks, yeah. Yeah, and depending what percentage adult you get will depend on whether you're assigned a toddler or an adult. If it's like more than 50%, then you're an adult. Less than 50% a toddler. It'd be quite funny if it worked out that way. I was having a peek at Duck's stream on my break, and they were also opening Pokemon cards today. And I saw that they opened a Taurus illustrated rare, which is exciting. They seem to have had better luck than I have today. Oh, Cult of the Lamb-Seed, they die of old age, but you can resurrect them. Yeah, that's true. I remember that in Cult of the Lamb. Right, let's put them in there. Why is... Okay, I think they're sad because there's more demand for food. Yeah, the demand is too high for the production. Okay. I'm wondering if the demand for food is kind of all the buildings and food types combined, or if it's for that specific food type. Does that make sense? Because it says 77 for all of the food stores, so that kind of makes me think that it's for food overall. So maybe we need more to research more food places. So we've got the butcher, tastier meats. Butchers provide 5% extra happiness. Animal decorations, ducks, swans, animal bushes, and pet statues. Or we could give them an optician. Let's give them tastier meats. Halloween decorations. Oh, that's so cute. So yeah, I could at this point, I guess, plop down some more market stalls. So I could give them, I don't know, if I'm going to give them one extra market stall, there's going to be 2 cheese stalls. Because we need more cheese. I don't know who's going to work in the competing cheese stall. There's no available houses. Oh, really? Okay, well, we can change that. We can change that. There we go. That should hopefully help with the demand somewhat. But yeah, we might need to build... I think we might need to build another... Yeah. Okay, I see where we've gone wrong. So the problem here is we don't have enough warehouses to be able to cart the goods about the place. And that's why the food demand is so high, because it's technically not connected to the butcher. So what would happen if I were to build an extra warehouse? We've got one warehouse there. Like if I was to put another one here, say... Hi, G-Money, how's it going? Like, if we do this... Why are you all sad? That should fix things. And now is the food demand. Okay. Yeah, we don't actually need this extra cheese stall now. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't think we need it. If you only use a warehouse and you imagine people only have housing during a full moon... Wait, what? Oh, a warehouse like a werewolf, but I get it. Yeah, the animation style, I've never really seen anything quite like it. I mean, it's a voxel-based city builder, isn't it? It's very cute. And the shading and the lighting is beautiful. Beautiful. Right, let's upgrade all of these houses and plonk you guys into there. There we go. You can, if you want to see yourself in game, you can type in !join, but be warned, you do get assigned a random house, a random partner in some cases. Sometimes you're a child. But if you want to see yourself in game, you absolutely can. There we go. G-Money's in. G-Money, this is your house. You're opposite J-Dizzle. J-Dizzle is an unemployed child. I don't know what G-Money is. G-Money is also an okay, so J-Dizzle was a toddler and is now a child. G-Money is a toddler. So yes, people do grow up. There we go. You're already in there. Oh wait, it's Jazzy J. Oh my goodness. Jazzy J. I totally read your name and I was like, we've already got a J-Dizzle. I don't know where my brain's at today. Jazzy J is in. Jazzy J. You are a researcher. You're married, apparently. I don't know who you're married to, but you're married. So there we go. I'm not a child for his tantrum. Wait, who's this? Desires a house near water. Okay, well, I mean, all of these houses are near water, right? So can't upgrade this residence. Why not? Can we not afford it? Or did they already get upgraded? No available houses. Okay. I don't know if this is classed as being near water. I'm guessing not. So let me just move these guys in. There we go. You're not sure if you're making it in? Cyborical. Try one more time for me. Exclamation mark join. So I can't see you. Try one more time. Because I know it had a couple of issues at the beginning. I think it just needed there to be enough people in the town to be named for it to start working properly, I think, was the issue. Okay. So the balance is good at the moment. We're just kind of slowly gathering some research points. Honestly, I really want animal decorations. That is a priority right now. Okay, Cyborical. Yeah, I can't see you. Why? Do you know what, Cyborical? That's fine. We can assign a random villager. You can be a shopkeeper. There we go. You are also an invisible townsperson. No, there we go. I've manually assigned you. Okay, animals. How do I place animals then? Are they under decorations? Swan! Oh my gosh. Wait, is it a real swan or is it a fake swan? Oh my god, they're real. Wait, do we need to... Oh my gosh! Do we need to give them, I don't know, like lily pads and stuff? Or are they fine? That's so cute. That's adorable. Since Jay Dizzle and you are neighbours, will you interact in game? Probably not, no. It's more of a kind of cosmetic thing, the Twitch integration. It isn't like in RimWorld where like so-and-so had a conversation about so-and-so or whatever. Yeah, no, ducks are an option. I don't know if this is on Duck's radar, but I feel... I don't often see September Duck playing like city builders and management stuff, but I also feel like they would really enjoy this. Not just because it has ducks in. Now I want to play RimWorld. Oh my goodness, I was watching Tim play RimWorld the other day and kind of gave me the itch to jump back in again. It's been a while. Can you name a duck? Oh my gosh, no, but you can click on it and fish appear and it loves you. That's adorable. Just the little details. The little details, you know? Although I don't know why, like that duck's moving and these ones aren't. I'm not sure what the deal is with them. But yeah, can't name animals from what I can tell. Oh, you can get a bush that is a cat. That's adorable. Does anybody want a bush that is a cat next to their house? Looks like a Minecraft cat. It's so cute. Pardon me. I've got the streamer burps. Okay, what else can we unlock? An optician. Can I afford it though? Because it's actually quite pricey. It's quite pricey. I'm going to put a big old fountain back here. In fact, I might end up moving some of these houses a minute. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move these. Maybe not permanently, but you will see what I'm going to do very shortly. But one of the things that we can unlock, I can't afford it yet, but the Fountain of Seasons, which will, yeah, serve as the kind of town centre. And I was going to pop that here, I think. But we can just plonk this down in the meantime. There we go. Optician. We're now making 1,390 money a day. As you progress and you kind of upgrade your, well, your town to a city, you also unlock other maps that you can build that maybe have a slightly different function. For example, I remember last time I played this, I unlocked a secondary town in which I could set up a farming community. We had loads of different types of farms, and then they would provide produce to our main town so that they could, I don't know, turn things like wheat into bread, turn grapes into wine, which was pretty cool. Okay, opticians. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all happy. I like how the front of this shop looks. It's the opticians. Dad's just brought your bicycle back from the repair shop. Hell yeah. Man, I've had a bicycle sat in my garden shed for the past year and I've still not got on it. I need to get my butt moving. You're so excited for this. Oh, you're excited for the game? It is super chill. I really like it. I can't remember who the devs are. I should really take a look at the Steam page. I think they're an indie team. I'm pretty sure it's the same dev company that made... Let me just have a quick look. I'm pretty sure it's the same dev team that made Tiny Glade, no? Let me have a look. Town to City. The in-game music's super loud. Oh, do you want me to turn it down? Do you mean it's super loud my end? I can turn it down if you guys think it's too loud. Oh, we're going to get... Oh, no, on your end? Oh, okay, I got you. I mean, yeah, you can just turn it down in the menu. Yeah, who's the dev team? The dev team is Galaxy Grove. And the publisher is Koali. I think they did Tiny Glade. Did they do Tiny Glade? Remember Tiny Glade? Let me have a look. No, they're not the same people that did Tiny Glade. Okay, ignore what I had to say. But it does say, similar to Town to City and Stardew Valley. Funnily enough. But no, separate team. I got that wrong. Okay, 94% happiness. Nice. Nina says, welcome in. Yeah, doing a little bit of... I say a change of pace. We were playing a survival crafting game this week called Rome... pardon me, Romestead, which had that kind of same cute, cozy style of graphics. It was 2D pixel art as opposed to 3D voxel. But yeah, very different vibe in the game to what we're doing today. I think we're just trying to save up research points at the moment so I can build... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's also like a bigger warehouse. That might be a nice idea. Something I can do in the meantime is continue to upgrade all of the houses. Well, not all of them, but some of them. These would like to live near water, so I might hold out on them because we might end up like putting some houses around here. Your bike needed some maintenance and one of the spokes was broken. Apparently the paddles were loosened up. I feel like with bikes, I'm not sure if it's a legal requirement if you're riding a bike on a road, but I feel like they need like yearly MOTs unless it's something that you're confident with and you know what you're doing. Yeah, they need checking in on, for sure. I used to take mine for an MOT. Back when I actually used it. I don't know what's going on with these ducks. Why are they not moving? This one is. Those are all very still. Okay, we're really close to being able to afford this, so I'm just going to hang tight. We can speed up time, I think, can we not? Or can't we? Maybe we can't. Oh, no, we can. There we go. We can speed it up. Speed it up a little bit. Oh, come on. 7 points. 4 points. There we go. Okay, Fountain of Seasons. What's that going to be under? Decorations? Or is that going to be under Commerce? No. Decorations. What? Monuments? Monuments. Okay. This is going to be here. This is going to be too expensive. Okay. It is quite expensive, in fairness. You wonder if my map's bugged out because you seem to keep getting odd stuff happening. Wait, what do you mean odd stuff happening? What? Wait, what else is odd? It was just the invisible residence. I don't think we've... Oh, the ducks, yeah. I mean, I could just get rid of the other ducks and replace them, maybe. I'm going to speed up time. Can I speed up time to get some more money? There we go. It's going up. 94% happiness. I think that's really good. Yeah.
I love being a turtle!
Yeah, Nardana just subscribed. Lurk and run. Have a good stream, Vic.
Oh, thank you for your lurk and run. 30 months. Blimmin' hell. Super appreciate the resub, Yenna. If I don't see you, have the most excellent weekend. Why is it saying this is sold out? Oh, I think it means you can only place one of these down in the world because it's a monument. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome in. Hello. Yeah, I think we can only build one. Yeah, so this is going to be the center, and then from around the center, we can start placing our bigger stores, is my plan. I'm like holding my breath, trying to build this road. Can you... Okay, you can kind of like fill it in as well, which I'll probably end up doing. Hold your breath. I think if you wanted to, you can make like straight road tools. I just kind of want to challenge myself to not do that because in City Builders, I always end up building everything on a grid. Yeah. When you set something down, can you relocate it? Yes. Although, as I learned today, be careful when it comes to actually demolishing a house because you might make your residents become invisible. But yeah, there's like a move button, so I can just... In fact, what I'm going to do now is move these. So we're going to have like shops kind of lining this whole central bit here. Yeah, eeks! Where's the road tool? Erasing. Okay, there we go. I mean, the road is thicker on this side and it does make me a little bit sad. Can I change that somewhat? Also, what is your problem? Warehouse can't transport to this building. That's because we need another worker. There we go. Lovely. Actually, okay, I'm going to fix this up because it is somewhat making me sad. Oh shit, I think I did that too much. Oh no, that kind of actually looks like how I want it, in fairness. And then I'm going to have to move this a bit further in. There we go, lovely. Okay, that's looking better. And then now I can actually put... there were some people that wanted to live near water. Okay, here we go. So now I can plonk down a house here that's close to the water, and then they will be extra happy. There we go. A bit more coffee to wake up. And then immediately we'll put in an extra floor, and then both of them can move in here. There we go. Hell yeah. Good morning, Lisa. How are you doing today? I do want to just alter this slightly. There we go. Yeah, what is next? What is next? Set clothing colours. Oh yeah, there was somebody that wanted specifically... We'll do park decorations as well. There was, I think Diesel wanted specifically red clothes. So... wait, is this the clothing store? No, that's the butcher. Why is that like sticking in? Oh, let me just fix this up. Let me just fix this up. You thought that was your doorbell? No, that's in game. You're good. Yeah, that's okay. Let me just fix this up. There we go. I don't like the way. Bam. Okay, there we go. That looks a bit better. Yeah, where was the clothing store? Because is that not it? That's the clothing store. Okay. How do I make it so that we have red clothes then? Color palette, clothing, townsfolk clothing. Click to set a color. There we go. Red. My friends will be jealous of this dress. My camera's hiding what Diesel Power is saying. That's what they're saying. You're hurting, but decent. I'm sorry you're hurting, Lisa. I hope the pain goes away soon. You want to whine and cry for a moment. You're so tired of being in pain. You've always sympathised with folks who suffer from chronic pain, and for now you've got newfound respect for them. Is it a bad pain day for you as well today, Alice? With the recovery? You watched one of your favourite stage to movie musical adaptations. Which one's that, Vanessa? Yeah. You got pain in your butt, literally? Oh no. I've got pain in I haven't got a pain in my butt today. I've got a pain in my tummy today. I've got an IBS flare today, apparently. And I didn't know until I'd started stream. And I started opening my Pokemon cards and I thought, oh, I don't feel good. Luckily, it's somewhat, touch wood, passed for a second. But I'm keeping an eye on it. Yeah. Pain's down to a 2, but it just never stops. Hopefully it will, because the recovery that you're going through, you are expected to kind of be pain-free, I think, right? At the end of it. So hopefully you can kind of like see when that's going to be and kind of hold on to that. Yeah, no, you're quite right, Ball Games, James. Digestive issues and autism do have scientific links, as does digestive issues and ADHD. Yeah, comorbid conditions. I've had IBS since I was a kid. And I wasn't actually diagnosed with it until I was about 24. And at the time it was so bad that they tested me for celiacs, which it turned out not to be. We did the blood tests and everything. And they said, yep, you've got IBS. I figured out what some of my triggers were, mainly stress, but sometimes certain types of food. And whenever I go through a flare that's kind of lasting more than a couple of days, I do have to start cutting certain things out of my diet to help. Yeah. Yeah. Digestive issues for you and asthma and chronic pain. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I had asthma as a kid, but it turned out in my adulthood, I had one of those spirometry tests. I don't know if anybody's ever had one of those. It's a 1 to 2 hour long test. It's pretty extensive that asthmatics have that helps kind of decide what type of medication would be better for them and what dosage. And I ended up having one of those in my adulthood, and it turned out I'd been falsely diagnosed with asthma. And they instead diagnosed me with a throat condition, a muscular condition. And I forget the name of it because it's so long. But luckily it's non-degenerative. But interestingly, a lot of the triggers are the same as asthma, but it's absolutely not the same thing. And funnily enough, when I came off my inhalers, didn't notice a difference, you know. But yeah, whenever I get those kind of throat spasms, it doesn't mimic an asthma attack exactly, but it can make it difficult to breathe. But it's all happening in here and not actually in my lungs, if that makes sense. Yeah. Hi, Fudge. How's it going? Welcome in. The movie you were talking about is Godspell. It's a musical based on the Gospel according to Matthew. Interesting. I don't think I've heard of that one before. Yeah. It's called Miss V's throat issue thing. It's called like something along the lines of involuntary laryngeal obstruction something. It's a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, the more you know, the more you better understand your body and your mind and how to best look after yourself is my attitude towards it. Yeah. Max Photo, I hope you're good. Hi. Yeah, if anybody's just coming in and you would like to see yourself in Town to City, you can type in !join. Just be aware that you do get randomly assigned a person or a child or an occupation or a partner in game. But if you want to do that, you can do. There we go. Max Photo's in. You're not even attempting to say that, right? It's long. You teeny hi. Dad, hello. Dad, enjoy your afternoon nap. Oh! Diesel? 1,000 thanks, Mayor. Even those big city folk would be envious of my beautiful garments. You still look the same to me. Don't worry, it takes a while to develop an eye for fashion. Oh, you Diesel just gave me 125 money for providing them with with a red dress. Metal Hammer's in as well. So is the naming thing still working? Yes, because I can see Metal Hammer. You are a married butcher. Atini, you are an unemployed child who needs some home decorations. And Max Photo. I just saw you. I don't know where you've gone, but I did see you. You want a purple dress? I think over time you can build different clothing shops with different coloured clothes, but I think you can only have one colour at a time, which is kind of sad. Yeah. Sharella's still a toddler. Yeah, I think you have to like plonk down another clothing shop and then set that colour to purple. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's Max Photo. Max Photo is also an unemployed toddler. There we go. And Alice is at the research centre. I'm going to ignore the requests for now, otherwise we're going to be here all day. And we're going to unlock the rest of these things. Oh, shit. I need to unlock the warehouse, and then we can unlock the next stage, I think. We might need to get to 100 residents before then. Let's... Gonna be surrounded by trees. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know... like what we need to do in order to upgrade. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. But yeah, we're just taking it slow. I know most people playing this probably progressed much more quickly than I did, but we're doing a bit of nattering today, so. So I don't think things will kind of change over time. I think once you have a job in game, then you have that job. There was an option through the Twitch integration to do like a job reroll, but I disabled that just to kind of cut down on the commands in chat. I don't know if there's death or not, because obviously this game is quite whimsical and relaxed and cozy and all the rest of it, so I don't know if they deal with death in any way, shape or form. I know that if you're a toddler or a child, you can grow into an adult, so I'm not sure. Next break, remember headset, thank you. I like everything's off today because I started half an hour late, so I don't even know when my next break is. I think it's at 4:30. I mean, I'll just take one earlier if I need to. My stomach is a bit fragile, but we'll see. Okay, let's put this family in here. But yeah, you can just kind of let this game run and nothing bad's gonna happen. Like, you're not going to get bankrupt and it's going to be game over or whatever, which is quite nice. Like, when I go for a break, I can just leave it. I don't have to pause it. You can pause it if you want to. Hi, Reza! Good time zone. I hope you're good. But yeah, I don't know exactly what we need to do to get the next level. We've got 104 people. I think... Oh, here we go. We need 120 townsfolk with at least 60% happiness. Okay. Right, who's this? They want to live near a clothing shop. So at this point, we do have to put some more houses in, I think. So let me do that. Yeah. Wait, you're back in the UK? Wait, Reza, have you been away in Rotterdam this entire time? Or did you, like, go somewhere else after Rotterdam? I didn't realise you'd been away for so long. That's awesome. I hope you had a good time. Does anybody know where TwitchCon Berlin is actually going to be held next year? As in, like, the building? Because I was having a look at it earlier. And I couldn't work out, like, if it was being held, like, which convention centre or where it's going to be held. Oh, you went to The Hague for a few days? Nice. Since I was late, we'll go for an extra 12 hours or so. I wish. Probably closer to 5 today, I should imagine. No, I was late because I hadn't charged my headphones properly, so I had to give them an extra half an hour of juice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure whether I'll go next year or not. It really depends on my finances, I think. But I kind of wanted to look to kind of get an idea of how much accommodation was going to cost. But it's, yeah, without actually knowing exactly where it is in Berlin. Berlin's a very big city. It's kind of hard to plan. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's move these into here. There we go. Okay, they are now sad because they've got a higher demand for food than they can provide at the moment, is the issue. There we go. But yeah, no, there was a time where I was able to do like 2 or 3 conventions a year, but financially speaking, but also just kind of stress speaking, I find traveling quite stressful. And funnily enough, since being diagnosed autistic, since that kind of year, it's as if like all of my autistic traits became exaggerated. And it made, I remember like traveling in that year that I got diagnosed, it was exceptionally hard. So I kind of limit my travel now to kind of accommodate that. So this year I'm going to Gamescom. You travel medicated, so you got medication to help. Yeah, I'm not sure medication, because I don't really get anxiety. I do get a little bit of travel anxiety. I would describe my experience of traveling as just becoming very overstimulated and experiencing meltdowns and shutdowns, which have been difficult to manage, because when that's happened in the past, it's often been in a more private setting, you know, at home or in the presence of my family. But when that happens in a public place, or when that happens around your friends, it could be, I don't know, very scary. And at the time, I didn't really understand what was happening myself, so I couldn't really explain it to the people I was with. And it just made for a difficult time. Yeah, you have lorazepam to keep the body real chill, yeah. So, but I feel like I'm getting better at navigating that. I'm getting more confident with it. But yeah, traveling alone I find is more helpful, because then I've just got myself to worry about. I don't need to worry about anybody else, and you know. But it's different from anxiety, I would say, because I know some autistic folks struggle with that, the kind of anxiety that comes with all of those things. Yeah. You travel with your dog as well? Hell yeah. Yeah. Taking him overseas is hard, so you struggle there. But oh, you're going to America in 2 weeks. Are you taking your dog there? And yeah, sunflower, I've long thought about getting a sunflower lanyard for like moving through airports and things like that. I haven't made the jump yet, but it's something I'm considering doing moving forwards. Yeah. Treacle was struggling with the feelings also at TwitchCon. Oh, I should imagine for a lot of folks who struggle with, you know, whether you're neurodivergent or maybe you have anxiety, depression, or anything going on, you know, with your mental health or your brain, a lot of these feelings in some capacity are going to be shared. Yeah, and I think the types of folks that Twitch attracts, it's a much more commonly shared thing than on other platforms or in other professions or anything like that. But yeah, we'll see what next year brings. I'm definitely not going to rule TwitchCon out, but it's also not a definite yes. The reason why I kind of prioritize Gamescom this year, Gamescom is, I think at this point, the biggest gaming convention in the world, actually. I prioritize that because from a business perspective, I can probably achieve more there. And from a social perspective, a lot of the folks that I did want to hang out with at TwitchCon, I've been lucky enough to get to hang out with in the UK, where it's not as stressful to travel and I'm closer to home if I need it. Yeah. As a community member, you can disappear off when you need to, true. Yeah, I think going as a creator holds some extra stresses in general as well, in terms of managing the expectations of others, whether that is your friends, whether that's other community members and all the rest of it, and it could be heavy sometimes, yeah. Yeah. But we'll see. They're also, if you've never been to a convention at all, they can be really wonderful things as well. Especially when you have hobbies that are primarily online based and you don't often, get to see your friends in person, they can be a reasonably safe environment to do so, or a safer environment than, other things. Berlin was interesting when you went in April. You think you do perhaps prefer Munich? I've only ever flown into Munich. I've never actually spent a lot of time there.
Just subscribed. Forgot this.
Oh, Reza, thank you for your Prime. That's 2 Twitch babies there. I know you only get 1 a month. Big thanks for using it here, Reza. Thank you. Yeah, I've not been to Munich. What's it like? I have been to Berlin. I went in autumn many years ago, about 15 years ago, and Berlin had the second best cup of coffee I've ever tried in my entire life. That is my big memory. It also had a lot of excellent... What's the word when you have a shop that is a secret shop behind another shop? They had a lot of those, but they were cocktail bars, like secret cocktail bars, where you would ring a doorbell, speakeasies. Yeah. You'd ring a doorbell and somebody would answer, be like, password. You tell them the password, you'd go in, and it would be a bar out back. Oh, where was the top coffee? I'm going to have to remember. The third best cup of coffee was at a place called The Barn, Reza, but there was an even better place a bit further out. Let me go look it up. It was a bit further out, but it was wonderful. Yeah. Hi, Preserve. The water currently in the fountain, but not the fountain, is named Jeff. Surely within a few hours the water will have cycled back into the main supply and be diluted enough to no longer be considered Jeff. Or maybe, I don't know if anybody's drinking out the water fountain, but maybe somebody will consume Jeff. Hopefully they won't get a tummy bug. Good morning. All right, as enough time passed, there we go. We've got enough research points. We cannot proceed to village, however, until we've got a few more people moved in. So let's get them in. Yeah, I think we're at a point where they do just need more food places. So can I get away with putting down more markets at this point? Or is that going to look daft? Is the question. You would struggle with how to greet people because some people hug, some people shake hands or fist bump, and you just say hi. Yeah, this is why boundary setting is really important, I think. Well, one of the many reasons why it's very important. Like being comfortable with setting your boundaries and being respectful of others. So the way I tackle that, Metal Hammer, in a face-to-face situation is if I'm meeting somebody for the first time and I don't know them with their boundaries, I say, hello, it's nice to meet you. Do you shake hands, tap elbows, hug, do nothing? What do? Just ask. Just ask. I think the more we normalise just asking, the more second nature it will become, and then the less awkward people will feel. Because a lot of the time people will say, oh, no, I'm good. And that's totally fine. Quite often, unless it's somebody I know very well, I quite often don't want to be hugged. I really don't like a lot of hugging. I'm one of these people where when it comes to physical touch, if it's somebody I trust, obviously, I wouldn't want to do this with somebody I don't know. But quite often, for a hug, I need a big squeeze. None of this patting on the back or no. No. Yeah, you like a hug from a hot muscly man. Give me a hug from a hot muscly woman. No, in all seriousness. Yeah, when it's people I know, I prefer a bigger embrace, if that makes sense. And the people that I'm close to know that about me, and they know not to do the whole you know what I mean? Hot muscly women, you say. Yeah. No, I like that type of firm embrace, but absolutely not from somebody that I'm not comfortable with. No. If it's my parents, if it was Molly or Duck, people that I'm close with, people that I've met in real life, I'm good. But yeah, always ask. It's always good. I was summoned. Yeah, we're talking about boundaries at conventions, problems at conventions, etiquette, meeting face to face. It's the conversation topic. Yeah, just give me a wave, and that's perfectly fine as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're a big hugger, but you ask before. Yeah, that's the important thing. I think sometimes for those of us that do spend a lot of time online, putting my hand up here, if we're not used to kind of seeing people face to face so much, it can be easy to forget etiquette. Yeah, you're not a hugger. There you go. There's so many of us that aren't. They say I like hugs from select people, and I like selective types of hugs. The big one at the con you go to is cosplay is not consent. Yeah, that's a big thing at conventions. Even like non-cosplay specific conventions, like even at TwitchCon, like you will have people that are in cosplay. And just because somebody's in cosplay doesn't mean, that you can touch them. Doesn't mean you can even go up and demand their time or a picture with them. Yeah. You just gotta ask. You're a hug acceptor, but you're not a hug initiator. That's interesting, Beard. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just asking. I think. You were a handler for a Power Rangers actor at a convention? That's a really cool job, Vanessa. You were always on guard for people's behavior when it came to interacting with him and with the other talent, yeah. Yeah, and I've not, on a massive scale, had it happen to myself at a convention, but I've seen it happen to other creators where, folks haven't respected their space, their boundaries, and yeah, it's not great. It is a thing that can happen. For sure. So one of my jobs was, it wasn't really handling talent, as it were, but I used to look after talent that would come and do gigs at a convention center. So I worked at a convention center behind the bar. That was my job. I did it part-time whilst I was a musician. And this was before I got into wine, right? And one of the parts of that job, other than, like, sometimes you'd be on the bar during the interval of the show, and sometimes you'd be in charge of the dressing room. This is always fun. And making sure that the talent, the artist, whoever it was, had everything that they wanted in their dressing room. Obviously, you were given a budget and you would go around and get it, right? Yeah, luckily I didn't have anyone that ever asked for anything really obscure. Usually it was just like specific drinks, specific food they wanted. Maybe they wanted flowers or they wanted whatever. But it was never anything wild. Oh, softly, you're joining. Can I see where you're at? Oh, there we go. You are an unemployed toddler. I feel like half the folks joining in game are unemployed toddlers. The good news is you don't remain a toddler forever. You do grow up. J Dizzle is still a child, but was a toddler. Okay, G Money. I think the growth rate is quite slow, in fairness. Yeah. And Reza's just joined. Where's Reza at? Reza's over here. Yeah, you've got to start somewhere. Reza is an unemployed child. There we go. I need to get people moving in. Do we have any? We don't have any more houses. Okay, let's. We're doing a lot of nattering and not a lot of building. Let's plonk a house in here, and then we'll like get a road coming around this side. Yeah, I'm very glad that toddlers can't work. We'll just do that for now. There we go, look. And then we're going to give you an upstairs. And we're going to move in. You would like to be near flowers. Okay, well, we can add some... Oh, I think we just unlocked a lot of decorations. We could put down pumpkins. I don't think a pumpkin is classed as a flower, but that is adorable. And this person's house is going to have pumpkins outside. There we go. But I will also give them flowers. There we go. We shall also have flowers. And then that will make them a little bit happier. Pardon me. How do I rotate this? Z or X rotates in steps. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you and Wood Nichols, your characters were a bit broken. Unfortunately. The toddlers yawn for the mines. Oh, we need one more person. Then if I give them trees, we can... There we go, we can upgrade. Have some trees. There we go. Right, before we do upgrade, I'm just going to get the balance down. Let's just make sure we have people working where they need to work. I was going to put in some extra marketplaces before long because the demand is double what we're producing at the minute. That is one thing with this game, is that because everything is so not urgent, sometimes like your residents are actually upset and you're not quite sure, like you're not really alerted to why. Well, they're not upset, but they're, I don't know, the demand's off or whatever. And you're kind of unaware because everything's still going so well. If that makes sense. Wade, good morning. Hello. Yeah. It made you laugh so hard you coughed. Be careful. Don't choke in the stream. Or ever for that matter. All right, let's upgrade. Hamlet 2. Village. And every time you upgrade, your train station building changes, which is kind of cute. It's kind of cute. There we go. Ah! Oh, and you need leisure. I think you can make like a theatre for them, which is super cute. Okay, village, puppet theatre, street organ, ball throw, barber, bistro. Because our food demand is struggling, I'm going to go for the bistro first, and then we will look at entertainment. I kind of want to see if by putting in a bistro, is that going to change the demand for food on these markets or not? Or is it separate from bistro? I kind of feel like this needs to go on the corner. So I'm going to move this here. Bistro. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So the bistro is next to the butcher's, and the bistro is on the square, which is nice. This is coming on. This is looking good. Because it says here, look, demand 123. And then if I click on a marketplace, it also says demand 123. So it makes me think that all the food demand between the market stalls, the shops, and the restaurants are all tied in. So if I put down a bistro, will that alleviate some of the demand from here? I don't know. It doesn't say like what the overall production is. So I'm not sure. You were hoping for a Mystery Science Theatre 3000? I mean, we might get there yet. It won't take long to get the research points together. Darn ads. They are a necessary evil, I'm afraid. Well, they keep the food on the table and the bills paid. But I do appreciate that they are not convenient. Okay, let's squeeze a house in there. Let's squeeze it in. Give them an upstairs. There we go. Yeah, the balance seems pretty good at the moment. Seems pretty good. I might end up, if we need it, because we are going to need it soon, I might end up like removing one of these warehouses and putting in a bigger warehouse, perhaps. A large warehouse. In fact, I'm going to prepare for doing that right now. We're going to get rid of this and we're going to put in a bigger one. There we go. They're temporarily going to be a bit unhappy with me, but they'll get over it. They'll get over it. Yeah, happiness is going down quite a bit. I reckon it's probably this, though. Hopefully. Don't be sad. There we go. Okay, there we go. Back up to 90%. That's what we want. But yeah, we can afford to put like lots of decorations in. That will also increase happiness. And there was building decorations. Now, this is honestly one of the neatest features I've seen in this game. You can go up to a building with this feature and put in like flower boxes on the windows. That's so adorable. I can't. There's flowers there already, so I can't do it. So I can go up to every single one and put in. You can put in different types of flowers as well. Look, sunflowers, whatever this flower is. Isn't it cute? You could put like little trees in as well. Well, they're not really trees, but whatever that is. And then, what is that? A cellar door. Can you? Yes, you can. You can actually live in the city, Galaxy Cal. You got to type in exclamation mark join, and bear in mind that you will be assigned as either an adult or a child. You'll be assigned a random partner if you're an adult. So just to be warned. But if that's your jam, then go for it. Exclamation mark join. You're loving a bit of caramelized biscuit tea at the moment. Wait, when you say caramelized biscuit tea, are those two separate things? Like you have a caramelized biscuit and you're dipping it in your tea? Or do you mean you have caramelized biscuit flavored tea? Because that's pretty impressive if it's the latter. Rez is a child and children can't work. So Cal, you should be here now somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, there you are. You live behind Reza. You and Reza are gonna like see each other out of your windows. Look, because they're really close together. You are an unemployed child and you've been left at home alone by your parents. I don't know why it seems to prefer assigning people as children than adults. I wonder if there's a way to change that. I don't know. I'm going to put some more streetlights in. Just like little things to help increase the happiness would be good. Beard is in. Beard, where are you at? Oh, you're right by the station over here, look. Oh, Beard is a researcher, so Beard's not a child. So you work in here. There you go. Oh, everybody's sleeping right now. Everybody's sleeping. Okay, we should be able to unlock some things. So the people would like some entertainment. So I'm going to put in a street organ. And we're going to put that in. I wonder if it's possible to kind of put that around the fountain, because I feel like that's something you would have. Like, oh, will it let me just put it on the road? Yeah, like put it there. I've got a feeling this building doesn't require transport. It doesn't. It requires one person to work. I'm pretty sure it actually plays music. That's so cute. It does. Who is the organ master, though? Somebody's got to be working as the organ master. Rigged. Mod advantages. You can't wait until work is over so you can play this. Have you played before, Laurel? Or will it be your first time? Softly still a toddler. I mean, if folks really don't want to be toddlers, I can enable the job reroll feature. I'm not sure if that makes you not a toddler, though. I don't know how the science behind that works. Hi, Archive! Archive is in! What has the game selected you to be? Okay. You played early access after the stream! Oh, awesome. So you've been playing for a bit. Oh, okay. You're married to, I don't know, but you're a cook. Excellent. So if you're a cook, you must be working at the local bistro. This is where you work. There we go. You're still toddling. Just toddling along. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting on research points at the moment and slowly but surely decorating the town. Oh, did I end up... Why did I put a cellar over here? I think that was a misclick. Yeah, let's not do that. Oh, they're sad that I removed the cellar. I mean, you can have one, but just not there. Yeah, have one there, look. There you go. I kind of want to unlock more decorations and things. What is that? What was that? Mist! Oh my god, I just placed a bunch of mist down by the cellar. That's actually quite cool. Some of my ducks are broken. I'm going to get rid of... I'm sorry, ducks. I'm going to keep this one. But some of them are broken. Like, why is that one moving and these ones aren't? Why? Okay, the swan's moving. I took out the random side of the road cellar. It's okay, I've just moved it. I've just put it in here. I'm just looking at what are the decorations. We have scary trees. We're going to make this a scary corner. A tree swing. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Oh, and then you can like, oh my goodness. You can swing by the lake behind the fishmongers. Yeah, I think some ducks just don't move. I think that's the way it's got to be. Not all ducks can swim, apparently. Yeah, the tree swing's cute. I think that comes as part of the Halloween decorations. Can be placed on water. What is this? A flower patch. Oh my goodness. Have some lily pads. Yeah, please don't. Yeah, don't fall off the swing into the water. Oh, bridges. Okay, I can't do those just yet, but that's going to be exciting for down the line. Cool. All right. Oh, City Hall. I'm trying to think where on earth I'm going to put that. Because this is like a really interesting design, I guess. It'd be cool if there was a way to make like a bridge over the railway. If we could do a bridge over the railway, then we could kind of access this side as well. I think we'd have to put the City Hall here when the time comes. For now, though, let's give them a place to cut their hair. Let's give them barbers. And we'll put down the barber shop here. There we go. So we've got the shoe shop, the opticians, and the barbers all next to one another. Oh wow, that's a lot of people to work in the hairdresser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I love the little moustache on the front. That is adorable. And then the little swirly icon on the side to denote that it's a barber's. The lights can go in the water too. Plaza decorations can be placed on water. Oh, that's adorable. A little lantern in the middle of the lake. You can also do floating pumpkins. Let me give... Wait, what is that? Single flower. Let's put down... Let's have 2 swans. That one is a static swan. There we go. Floaty lights. Oh, it is so cute. I love this so much. There are a lot of toddlers in this town. Okay, we're just waiting for these points to... Oh, we can upgrade roads too. Nice. Extra warehouse workers. That's going to be needed. New research equipment. Okay, we should prioritize that because then we can get more researchers in and speed up that whole process. 94% happiness is pretty good though. I might put down some more houses because apparently we do not have enough. They don't have a lot of space for gardens, but this is going to be the city centre and then eventually it will sprawl out and people will have some more space. Did they add other animals too? Maybe? But maybe I just haven't unlocked them yet. Nature. Ducks, swans. That's all I can see so far, but maybe more are going to be unlocked. Yeah. I want there to be turtles, like turtles for the lake. Because in some places in Europe you get turtles in cities, like terrapins and things. You don't really get that in the UK. But I've seen some places in Europe. Like when I went to Portugal, they had them. In some places in the Netherlands, they have them as well. I don't know how they survive the winter. Yeah. I mean, you can have a bush that's shaped like a cat. I placed one over here somewhere. You can just about see it. It's very large. It's very large. Yeah, I don't know what... yeah, I'm going to prioritize the research. I'm going to speed up time. You get turtles there as well, Beard. I think in the UK, we only tend to get them in the wild where people have got pets and they have set them free when they've gotten too big. So there are certain species of turtles like the red-bellied slider, yellow-bellied slider, which you can't keep as pets anymore. Because they're considered an invasive species because people keep letting them go. So if you own one already, that's fine. You can still keep it, but you can't buy them, if that makes sense. Yeah. They're a bit of a problem. I think that's so wild, though. Like just letting a reptile go in a country like this, where it gets far too cold in the winter for them to survive most of the time. You had fishing ponds when you were small and the snapping turtles were obnoxious. Snapping turtles are no joke. They can do a lot of damage, I think. Okay, here we go. New research equipment. So I don't know. It just increases the maximum research points capacity and allows construction of an additional research center. So I can place 2 of those now. Okay. 2 research centers. I feel like we'll have one here in the town center, and then I feel like I'm going to put one on top of the hill. Because I feel like having like the little observatory on top of the hill would be really cute. Your grandfather would shoot them? No. Oh, that's horrible. That makes me really sad. I understand that sometimes animals in certain areas where they become overrun can be considered a nuisance. Like we have that around here, and it does make me really sad. Like we have a lot of rabbits and a lot of badgers, and I don't know what the connection is, but I know a lot of farmers don't like an influx of badgers. I'm not sure what they do, but yeah, badgers, I don't know. I feel bad for them because I feel like farmers kind of take care of them in this area quite a bit. Okay, I'm just going to move that there. There we go. Badgers give TB to cows? Are they carriers of TB for? Yeah, I feel like it's therefore like, I don't know, if they are doing that, then I think the government needs to take charge of that and find a way to control that. And not leave it in the hands of farmers, because often they're not killed particularly humanely. Maybe they badger the farmers. Maybe they do. In the US, the Florida swans have been utterly taken over by Burmese pythons. Well, that's not remotely terrifying, Wade. I'm assuming pythons are quite large. Some of my family live... They live in an island off the coast of New Zealand in French Polynesia. And my cousin once sent us a picture of... She was drying her laundry in a house on like a clothes dryer. And just sprawled out over the top of this clothes dryer was a python. And you know how like we sometimes just get spiders in our house in the UK or whatever? And it's like, oh no, there's a spider. And then... yeah, she gets freaking pythons. And the python had this like big lump in it where it had eaten the possum that they had in their attic. And they had to call some like wildlife people to come and get rid of it. But yeah, it's kind of wild to think just Just having pythons in your house like you have spiders in your house. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the ones from Harry Potter for reference. Man, yeah, I've not seen that in a long time and don't have much of a desire to watch again. But yeah, they're big snakes, right? I don't know if they're dangerous. I don't think they're venomous. They're just big, right? I still wouldn't like to have one just sat atop of my washing line, you know? Where you are, regular snapping turtles just fall under fishing regulations. So even now, what he was doing was legal, yeah. It's a shame that there's not enough regulations to protect animals. And as I say, in the instances where they are being invasive in some way or they are causing other wildlife harm, I think that should fall under the government's responsibility to get experts in to help. And often that doesn't happen. Yeah. So pythons are constrictors. So does that mean... excuse my ignorance. Excuse my snake ignorance. So they suffocate their prey by going around them and squeezing them? Is that what that means? Yeah. They squeeze and bite. That's kind of scary. Oh yeah, did we assign people here? We didn't. Shit. Okay, there we go. We're gonna get more research points now so we can unlock a puppet theatre. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hi Jeff. Cute blouse. I wouldn't call it a blouse. I don't know. I'd just call it a top. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually quite thick and it's hand knitted. It's very good quality. And this is, I don't know if you can tell because my microphone's in the way. This is Minecraft merch. Oh, there's a Jeff on YouTube for Zerp. Yes. So sometimes I talk to YouTube chat. We've got Jeff over on YouTube. Yeah, it's the Mush Cows from Minecraft. There's a website. They're actually based in Australia, but they post worldwide. They're called Very Cool. And the Minecraft merch that they do is exceptional quality. Would recommend. Yeah, I think we've got to put down a puppet theatre over here. Did we have... Yeah. I'm going to give these guys some more trees because they're going to be unhappy without trees. There we go. Hi, Emma Guffer. How's it going? You thought I was talking to the fountain? No, no, no. We talk to YouTube sometimes. Generally speaking, my the folks that watch me on YouTube, there's much less of them than there are on Twitch. So quite often it's me talking to Twitch chat. But it's nice to be able to stream to YouTube because there are some folks that much prefer it to Twitch. So it means my content can reach people that it otherwise wouldn't. Hi Cleo, how's it going? Nerd. Okay, it is time, apparently, to... Oh, apparently 2 people can work as puppeteers. That's interesting. And we need more people to cut hair. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I'm good. It was a slow... I say it was a slow start to the day today. I forgot to set my alarm this morning, and I wanted to get Pokemon cards early. Like, as soon as a toy shop opened early. And Mum said, okay, I'm coming at 7:45. I managed to miraculously wake up without my alarm, but it was at 7:20. So I had 5 minutes to, throw my clothes on, brush my teeth, get ready, leave the house. And then when we got to the toy store, it turned out it didn't open for another half an hour. So we'd kind of rushed for nothing. And at this point, usually I can't get going in the morning unless I've had at least 2 coffees. So I'd had 0 coffee, 0 breakfast. And I was kind of stood in this queue like... But we did get to open 6 packs of Pokemon cards today. And I got this really cool Gengar. I don't know if you can see it. The lights are kind of shining off it. It's in a protective sleeve, but it's a Gengar promo card. No, the queue wasn't big today, actually, because the Pokemon products that were released today were a couple of tins that contain sets that apparently people aren't too fussed about. But personally, I like them. So I got this tin that had 4 packs in. And then I had a mini tin, and these were bought from my Throne wish list as well. So big thank you for the gifts. A mini tin that contains 2 packs, and we open those today. But usually they do drops on a Friday, so there'll be like another drop next week, for example. They don't do it every Friday, just sometimes. Yeah. Oh no, I'm exceedingly lucky. It's one of the perks of being a creator is that folks are often very generous. And there are platforms that you can kind of set up gifting where it's safe, so I don't have to like give my address out. And where you can set up cash gifts as well, which is what this is, because you can't buy Pokemon cards online, really, unless you're going to pay £1 million for them. You have to actually physically go out to the shop and get them. So yeah, the website I use is Throne. If anybody is a streamer themselves, or a YouTuber for that matter, it's a really good website for setting up kind of safe gifting. Yeah. Isn't it part of the fun though? What, going in person? It's honestly, I've been really enjoying it. I'm not sure if my mum has been enjoying it so much because it's usually her that has to give me a lift to the shop because I don't have a car. But she indulges me. But it's nice. I don't know. It's nice. It kind of gives a bit of a rush, I guess, going out on the hunt, as it were. And often when you're waiting in a queue, you're waiting with other people that really enjoy the hobby. So you get nattering and meeting people. It could be kind of part of the experience, I think. Okay. Puppet Theatre street organ. A ball throw. And a theatre. Okay, we're gonna get some more entertainment places up and running. Okay, a ball throw. Let's pop that in. Oh no, is it not gonna fit? Oh, okay. I want to make this work. I'm gonna like move this back a bit if I can. Just get Mum a few packs of her own and she'll be hooked. Probably. No. I can't imagine my mum getting into Pokemon. I'm going to put it there because actually that works because this is olden days. They don't have cars. They're just using this as a walkway. So that actually works just fine. Okay, we don't have any workers available, so that means more houses are required. We could probably look at expanding houses over here. Once you're done being a toddler, there's going to be so many job opportunities. Let's do something like that. There we go. Okay, they're happy. I'm going to put an upstairs in, and then we should be able to add these 2 families in. There we go. Getting the balance right. You're still a toddler? I don't know. I'm not convinced that people are growing up, okay? I'm not convinced. 95% happiness. Blimmin' hell. We are doing well. I do like the integration. There is also a setting that you can turn on and off that allows like your chat messages to appear in game, but I did turn that feature off just because you see messages in game, but like say somebody in chat posts a message that I need to get rid of from a moderation perspective, I don't think it gets rid of it in game, so I kind of turned that feature off, but it is something you can put on if you want, if you're streaming this yourself. Is there anything else that we can unlock? Extra warehouse workers. That's going to be pretty important soon. But I also want the city hall. I want to be fancy. Yeah, that's understandable, right? Yeah. No, I think I saw it once in early access in a streamer stream where somebody had got banned and like their character was like still in the game and their message was still there. And it was, yeah. So the devs kind of listed some feedback that was given and gave us some more features that we can turn on and off, which is nice. If somebody says butts a lot, well, you're allowed to say butts in this chat. Okay, wow, it's 1,000 money. Yeah, I feel like a city hall kind of here would be an appropriate place. There we go. Oh, you just tried some new food, some dumplings, and you're happy you liked it? You're ADHD. Hey, Cal, it's a big thing. As somebody with ADHD who struggles with food, when you find and use safe food, it's a big deal. I've been there. What kind of dumplings did you have? There's I don't know where you're based, what country you're in, but in the UK, obviously going out and getting homemade dumplings or making them yourself, always going to be better. But if you're after a quick fix, if you go to the supermarket freezer section, there's a brand called Itsu, and they do these like little microwavable dumplings. You can get vegetable ones, pork ones, or chicken ones. They could be a quick, delicious snack. You had kimchi Korean style. Oh, delicious. That's amazing. Yeah, I've liked dumplings. I like dumplings that don't have fish in. I don't mind meat, but fish I struggle with. Yeah. You fried them in the pan because you love the crisp? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that when they're soft in the middle, but a little bit crispy and browned on the outside. As an ADHD, trying new food is a pretty big thing. It is, yeah. I've fallen very much into my safe habits when it comes to food. It's rare I try new things these days. Folks, I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let this run and build up some research points. Or we can change the tax rates of our citizens. Excellent. Oh, we can only have a maximum of 4,000 money. It doesn't go up beyond that. Okay. We have reached maximum money. Where do we want to invest in now? I'm going to vote extra warehouse workers because we're going to need them soon. Oh, we can actually afford wooden bridges. Don't you need a bank? Maybe that is a building at some point. That's a good point. I mean, we have the city hall, which allows us to change taxes. Apparently, open taxes menu. I mean, I don't think money's an issue at the moment, so I don't really see the point in upping the taxes. Because we're capped anyway, right? So I guess because this game is quite relaxed, like I think it would be very hard to fail, if that makes sense. You know, to kind of balance that out, you can't just earn infinite money, I think. Cats are solar powered. Something like that, Jeff. Yeah. So the plus 2294 money is the amount of money we're gaining a day, but you're still capped to the amount you have in the virtual bank, I guess. The town hall had a locked pet inventory. Where? Oh. Okay. So maybe we're going to get pets at some point. Very exciting. Upgrade roads. Draw over previously built roads to upgrade them. Upgrading roads is expensive, but significantly reduces the transport costs of warehouses. So that might be something that we do for this middle bit. Maybe. Roads tool, upgrade roads. So... Oh. Why does that look like really derpy? Like, what if we... Why does that look so derpy? Yeah, just upgrade this. I don't really know how to like tackle that though. It looks kind of silly the way that they join together. There we go. You made something. You wrapped some rice in seaweed with tuna and marinated vegetables. Interesting. I say interesting because I'm not a big fan of fish, but I'm sure it was delicious. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Oh, okay. I don't know if I like the way that... I don't know how you would make it so it was less derpy. Oh god, yeah, it is expensive. And I don't like the colour of that road very well, I'll be honest. But yeah, I've wasted all my money on roads. No work is available. Okay, let me place down a house. Place down a house. There we go. Can you paint it? Paint ground. No, I can paint the ground, but I don't think I can paint the roads. Draw roads. Dirt plaza. I can change the road's type. Although it doesn't seem to make much of a difference there. Right, just going to move them in because we need... They need more barbers, of course, because 10 of them for this tiny town. 10 barbers for this tiny town is not enough barbers. We've still got a theatre to make as well. Yeah, I'm regretting upgrading the roads. I don't think it looks as good as this. And I feel like if we're going to have this, it needs to be everywhere. It needs to be everywhere. Yeah, it is rather pricey. I've like wasted all of my £4,000 on that. 97% happiness. Okay, I mean, in fairness, the road is making everybody very happy. Remove rocks, plaza decorations, and then to unlock small town, we need another 30 folks. We need quite a few more before we do anything else. Yeah, we are gaining money pretty quickly. Ugh, I can't afford it. I've only got like this little bit to do here. But yeah, I don't know once it's upgraded. It doesn't look like you can change the surface. I don't think. Yeah, apparently upgrading the roads is making them extra happy, so that's good. We are going to need to get more people in here. The town needs a Pokemon store. It wouldn't surprise me if eventually there's like a toy store, maybe. I can see that being a thing in this. Okay, let's put that in there. And that in here. Couple of extra houses because we've got to get the residents up and then work on balancing everything. Okay, you would like to design a house far away from any neighbors. I'm really sorry, but that just ain't gonna happen. This is a city. Well, technically it's a town. There will be a city, so you're just gonna have to deal with that, I'm afraid. Okay, we need more people working in the clothing store that's making red clothes. Next time we've got to place down a clothing store. I don't know if they can sell purple clothes. That's kind of sad. They can do green, yellow, red or blue, apparently. Alice was asking for purple earlier, so I'm not sure. Unless you unlock more colours, I'm not sure that's going to be possible. Where would you like to live? You want to be near a plaza? Okay, well, I can get you a house eventually, but it's going to take me some time, so you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. Oh yeah, we need to put the theatre down as well. I feel like a theatre could maybe... Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to get rid of that rock. Because we should be able to get rid of rocks now. Should we put a theatre like out the back here? And then we can like do a little cute plaza thing. I'm just going to put it here for now, and then I'll change the positioning of it once we get rid of this. Demolish buildings. Transformation gizmo tool. How do I get rid of this rock then? Didn't we unlock the ability to do that? We did. Remove rocks. Oh, I think you just do it. That's so cool. You just do it with the tool. That is very cool. That doesn't look like it. Okay, I mean, that looks okay, kind of. And then this looks a bit derpy here. How do I make that look not derpy? Why is there a hole in the middle of the road? Wait, why are there trees in the road? No. I mean, kind of. That kind of works. That kind of works. And then this, I do want to... I don't know what I've done. What have I done? Oh, that was the terraforming tool. No, I don't want to terraform. I want to put this here, and then we'll have some like plaza decorations out the back. There we go. We've got some people working in there. Okay, we've still got like 2,000 money now. There we go. Hi Tegwin, how's it going? And that is all of our money gone on upgrading the roads. I'm not going to upgrade this big road going out, but for the town centre it's all going to be upgraded. What is your issue? Not enough workers. Okay, so we need to get some more houses in. We need more residents, we need more workers. How old are you now? Well, somebody was saying earlier that they thought that people do age, but I am unsure about that because you are still a toddler. So I don't think folks can age. I think you are just a forever toddler, sadly, G-Money. So these would like to be near a plaza. I don't think I'm going to get them a house near a plaza because ultimately I would like there to be shops around here. So they're just going to have to be a little bit sad. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, T-Girl Good Main, how's it going? Hello. So what, yeah, they needed more people inside the theatre. There we go. There we go. So we need 20 more people to live here. I'm going to put in... Put in a little road. And then there could be houses in here and then some kind of gardens. Or some trees in the middle. There we go. Upgrade. I'm not going to be able to afford to do all of this, am I? Am I? Oh, maybe I am. Maybe I am. There we go. No. Not quite. There's just that little bit there. It'd be cool if there's a way to kind of make the roads go into one another more seamlessly. That'd be nice. Self-care check. I'm going to have some water because I've been drinking a lot of coffee today. Not enough, just actual water. So thank you, Metal Hammer. And that is a reminder to everybody else in chat to do something for yourself now. Whether that is remembering to take your meds, have you remembered to have a drink today, had something to eat, have you had a stretch, have you moved in a while? Do something nice for yourself. Thank you very much. Okay. There we go. Oh, 6,000 steps for you today. Hell yeah. I mean, hey, if sitting down is your self-care, then so be it. I'm the opposite. I probably need to get up and move a bit more. I mean, I did get up early today, in fairness, and I did move because I had the motivation of going to get Pokemon cards. Right, let's upgrade all of these. Everything in the town centre is going to have at least 2 stories. Let's get people in, and then we can make them a bit happier because our happiness percentage has gone down. We can put in some trees. Nice and easy, look at that. And then we can also give... I haven't been doing this for all the houses. Oh, that's so cute. Also, if I put flowers on shops, do they become like little shop awnings? Because I'm pretty sure we can put down shop awnings at some point. We can give these people sunflowers though. Look, it's making everybody happy because they've got sunflowers. Which is really cute. Yeah, you could just spend so much time going around all the buildings and just adding in all these cute decorations. Oh yeah, we should probably put some more street lighting in because we've been not great about doing that. We've been not great. Here we go. Bam. 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 Okay, we need some more people in the restaurant. Balance is good. We're back up to 97%. I think that's the best happiness I've had. It's the most that we've had. What else can we unlock? I think... Have we unlocked everything? I think we have. We've unlocked everything. So we're just waiting on more people to move in. And then we can upgrade to the next stage. And then at some point soon, we're going to be able to start making a farming community, which is really exciting. You would like to be near trees. Okay, well, there's some trees there. There we go. There's some trees. I'm ignoring the request. I know that we have one. The requests are good if you need money, but we're doing pretty good for money, actually. Don't need to worry about that too much. Desires a house surrounded by decorations from the light source category. Okay, well, I can give you more lighting if you would like. I'm not going to go wild with the street lights. Wait a minute. Can you have a pumpkin? Would that make you happy? It would. And it gives you like a tiny bit of lighting. I love how like that pumpkin's orange and that one's green. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. I love how you can like see inside the house as well and kind of see the furniture. That's really cute. Look at the detail. Like considering it's a voxel game, right? Oh, we can upgrade! Hell yeah. A village to what? What are we now? A town, I should think? That's the next stage up from a village, right? I'm pretty certain. And there's our little spooky corner, look. We should put some pumpkins around there as well. You know when you have low energy and suddenly you just make a whole meal of food with all the chopping, mixing and wrapping, and then you eat and feel like a deflated balloon. But was the food delicious, Shirella? At least. This is why I don't often cook from scratch. Because I don't have the energy. It was good. I'm glad. Diesel, you are a fishmonger, I believe. You've unlocked a new level, Frontebrac. Oh yeah, this means we can make the farming village. Frontebrac's fertile ground offers the perfect environment to learn about farming. Okay, so we'll We'll go and do that soon up here. Before we do that, I want to make sure like everything is properly balanced in this town first. Before we move on. I mean, there are some things, for example, clock gate, that's so cute. There are some things that you unlock that you need farming supplies for, like a bakery. A launderer, though, that's like a laundry, right? Artisan class of residence. Oh. Maybe we could have some like fancy people living around the back here. Better boots. Oh yeah, we want better boots. We want better boots. Still selling fish? Sounds fishy. You've been selling fish for all your life. Yeah, we will go do farming, but at the moment there's nothing that the farming can provide for until we can unlock like a baker or something. So I'm going to leave that. I didn't unlock the artisan residence. Did I? Oh yeah, artisan class. Okay, let's get some artisans in here. Because in order to provide, well, in order for people to work in like some of these places, we're going to need that other class of folks. But yeah, space is an issue. Where's the laundry? Houseware. Oh my goodness. I feel like a laundry could kind of be... Oh, why? Whoa! I don't know why my frames have dropped so much. I feel like a laundry could kind of be on the outskirts a little bit. Maybe like here. Like it doesn't have to be right in the center, for example. I do need to fix this road. I know. I know. Kind of like that. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. And then we'll do upgrade. Oh, why has that done that? Come here. Come here. Let's fix this. And then we go upgrade. I mean, what is this? What is this game? Wait, why can't I get rid of that? Wait, I can't get rid of upgraded roads, really? Wait, what? Hello? Remove. Okay, I don't know. I think that was a bit bugged for a minute then. I think we're good. So I can remove it now. I was worried I couldn't remove any of the upgraded roads, which would have been a bit of a problem. Okay, a lot of people need to work in the laundry, apparently. There we go. I don't think... Yeah, they just need... They don't need... Do they need artisans, really? Or just regular workers? Okay, what does an artisan look like? That would be a good question. And can we upgrade house? Yeah, can we upgrade these two artisans, for example? Yes. Okay, the artisans have the fancy hats, everybody, and artisans don't work in the laundry, apparently. Or the laundrette. Because I feel like we need the artisans, like, in the centre, and then maybe... some of the regular folks around the outside. There we go, so I can get away with upgrading. Do you know what? Galaxy Cow and Reza, you are gonna be artisans. There you go. Okay. Have we adjusted everybody? I think we have. Okay, what else can we make before we do farming? God, carpenter. Low range and high production capacity. So we can make people furniture. Interesting. A carpenter. I'm going to put them here. I feel like they don't need to be in a city centre. Like right in the heart of it. Oh, wow. So, wait a minute. Requires town folks or artisans. Interesting. Okay. And it says, oh, it says how many we have of each up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. And then we've got a... Oh, wait. Desires to share a neighbourhood with many folks. Well, I mean... Yeah, you could live here. That would be perfect. What do you require? You want a regular, comfortable house? Yeah, you can live here too. Desires a house surrounded by a lot of trees. Well, we can change that. We can add some trees in. We can make you happy. Oh no, I don't think anyone's growing up. I think everyone just stays the same. Okay, there we go. Carpenter. Everyone just stays that way forever, I think. Do you know what I kind of want to do? I want to put like flowers all the way around here if I can. I also want to make this area a bit more spooky. What happened to the pumpkins? Are they under lights? They are. This is the spooky cellar area. Quiet Paw. Wait, Quiet Paws. Hi, welcome in. Wait, I'm going to get your name right. Give me a second. Quiet Paws Gaming. There we go. You will have to give me... I'm a little bit tired today. Welcome. Hello. Words are hard today. Yeah, I would love to kind of spend the time doing this. Just putting flowers all the way around here. And every time you put them down, they kind of change colours as well, so it's not going to look completely uniform, which is nice. I could say paws. Okay, there we go. No, your name's not a mouthful, don't worry. When I'm tired, one of the first things to go is my use of language, so sometimes I'll forget what words are altogether. Other times I will start spoonerising things and all sorts. It has become part of my content. I've learnt to embrace it. I'm going to slightly blame my cat Penny for not getting enough sleep last night. Very occasionally, she will want to sleep on my bed. Usually, she actually prefers to sleep outside my room. But when she falls asleep on my bed, I just don't have the heart to move her off because she's so cute. But the problem with that is 3 or 4 in the morning... she'll wake me up by knocking things off my bedside table to get attention. So that happens and I had to then put her outside. She has a very comfy bed outside my bedroom that is in the shape of a watermelon. That is partially the reason why I'm sleepy today. The other reason is I woke up early to go to the toy shop so that I could get Pokemon cards. That's the other reason. Yeah, I don't know what it is about cats and knocking things off. Every cat I've ever seen and ever known has done it in some capacity. I think it's an attention thing. I think they know it gets a reaction from their humans, so that's why they do it. Right, what does that look like? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Ah! How pretty are the flowers? Pokemon better than sleep? Well, the thing about the Pokemon is, if I don't get up early to go and get them, there'll be none left. Because they're so goddamn popular, so... yeah. Ideal with slightly less sleep. So, what else do we need to unlock? Smithy! A clockmaker. I feel like a clockmaker could do with kind of being a little bit more central. That feels very fancy to me. Oh my god. And also it's a big tower, so of course it's got to be. It's proof that the Earth isn't flat. Wait, you mean that's why cats do the thing? Is that what you mean? Smithy. I'm gonna put a smithy here. You think your cat likes to knock things off tables because he's bored? Yeah, I think it's a boredom response slash pay me attention response. Yeah. And, you know, I will admit I'm very boring when I'm sleeping. It's fair enough. All right, clockmakers. They require specifically artisans. Can't upgrade this building. Upgrade, upgrade. And that means we're going to need to get in some more regular houses if we've got artisans. There we go. If the Earth was flat, the cats would have thrown everything into the void. I like that, yeah. They would knock it off into space. Oh. But yeah, you know, Penny would make you believe that she has no toys and woe is her and everything. She has loads of toys, I promise. But yeah, she would far more prefer to knock things off the table, or like she'll sometimes like knock something off my makeup stand, like some eyeshadow or something, and she'll start batting it around the floor, or she picks a bag to hide in. You know, it's the simple things that they seem to enjoy the most, funnily enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to reassign some folks here. Okay, 3 artisans for the clock tower. Let me see. Let's upgrade a couple of these and then give these some upstairs. There we go. Just balance everything out a minute. You not seen me in this category before? What do I usually play? So I play... I'm a variety streamer, but I tend to gravitate more towards survival crafting, building, or management games. Those are like my main categories. So this week we've been playing a really cute survival crafter that's just come out called Romestead. It's 2D pixel art set in Rome, but at night time there's zombies. And you can play solo or together to kind of build up your civilization. And a lot of it is colony management as well. Like you employ the locals. You know, you recruit people to help a bit like you would in RimWorld, I guess. Am I going to check out Paralives? I might do at some point. I mean, usually life sims are a little bit outside of my niche, but I might give it a go, G-Money. I'm honestly open to trying most things these days, if I think that I'm going to enjoy it. What else are we playing?
A turtle made it to the water.
I swear we were playing another game this week as well. What were we playing on Tuesday? Oh, we played Icarus, actually, didn't we, on Monday? Icarus was on Monday. Icarus is a survival game. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. We do anonymous follows here. They are super appreciated, so thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'd highly recommend Romestead. For sure. I mean, it has, like, combat and stuff in, but it's great. Yeah. Yeah, Witch Spire is coming out next week. I'm not sure I'll definitely play that. It is on my maybe list. Next week is a very busy week because it's Next Fest. So there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of demos available on Steam to play. And I always want to make sure I'm covering some of them. I have 2 that I know I'm definitely going to cover. One of them is a sponsored stream. And we're going to be playing a game called Sludgeoneer, which is... 2D pixel art, cleaning up the sludge from a town, kind of trying to make it green kind of vibes. I think Power Wash Sim, but cute kind of Stardew Valley-esque graphics. And there was another game called Wilderdark, which is a dinosaur horror game, something very different that looks intriguing, but it is also survival, which is what, well, survival and dinosaurs, right? Made me think of it. But yeah, Witch Spire looks fun. Survival crafting sandbox, but you're witches. There's also Solar Punk out. I don't know if that came out to early access today, maybe. But again, think kind of eco, cozy survival crafting, solo or in a group. That does look fun. But yeah, I need to spend some time this weekend picking out other Next Fest demos that look good. Have we got folks we can move in? We have. We have. I'm just trying to like get the balance right before I add in anybody else or anything else. But yeah, I would like to play a bit more Roamstead on stream. I've been really enjoying that. And we did set up a little server for it as well. Desires a house with multiple floors. Yeah, we can do that. You can go in there. You are not fussy at all. You can go in there. You would like trays. I guess plus 7%. Okay. That's looking good. Artisans 99% happy. Townsfolk 97. They could do with more work decoration, apparently. Farm building decorations. I want to unlock the little awnings you can put around shop buildings. Those are super cute. Clock gate. I don't even know where we would put that. I'm going to unlock everything anyway. Oh shit, wait, we can upgrade our town? Oh. I was not paying attention. Wait, if we were a town, what are we now? I think at this point we're going to have to look into farming, because I think this is the tier where we unlock things like the bakery and the wine bar. So we're going to have to grow wheat, we're going to have to grow grapes. A bigger town, is that going to be the category? You love this music? Did you see on Instagram the brother and sister playing and singing this? I didn't. But no, I think the music, the sound world they've made for this game is really special. It's something I'm always drawn to with games. I'm a musician. I'm a classically trained singer. And yeah, it's something I always pay attention to. And it's one of the first things I noticed. But that's really cool. I actually don't have Instagram. I used to have Instagram, but I've kind of steered away from using Meta. Maybe they're on TikTok or something. I do use TikTok still. Yeah, it's still a town, apparently. We're still a town, and we've now unlocked... Oh, here we go! Oh, this is interesting. Winter decorations, a school chapel newsstand. Oh, maybe... I'm confused because oh my god, cherry blossoms. There's no farmy things. Okay. But yeah, I'm really having to like cram a lot of stuff in this small space. We're going to have to get used to expanding. It's on the official Galaxy Grows Facebook, which you should be able to see without an account. Being classically trained, you'd like to see it. Yeah. I mean, I am just big on all types of music, really. I enjoy watching people be creative and kind of bear parts of their soul. Not just through music, but through art, gaming, film, you know, for sure. Yeah, we're running out of space. We've got to fit a feckin' cathedral in here somehow. I mean, there's like all of this... I feel like this is the border, isn't it? Yeah, this is the border. Yeah, it's kind of a tricky space to work with. I do regret upgrading my roads. I wish I hadn't done that. They look very bright. Okay, what are we doing at this stage? A school. Small workforce and above average production capacity, doesn't require a warehouse. I feel like a chapel is something that we do need to try and fit it within this area. I think I might do some moving around. I'm going to move the theatre to here on the corner. Theatre on the corner. And then we're going to put a chapel. I feel like here would be good for the chapel. Can you guys move in somewhere? Yeah, we've got loads of houses. You want to go near somewhere with a market stall there? You would like to go somewhere with a lot of lights. Okay, well, I mean, I can put a lamppost here if you want to live there. We could put a lamppost in. There we go. Be happy. Be happy. Oh, wow. That is a lot of people working in that church. It could be townsfolk or artisans. I feel at this point I'm going to put more... Oh. I got a Steam achievement. There we go. Oh, you guys still want more workers too? I don't know where to add you in. 0% happiness is going to have to be there. There we go. Okay, so I've got the chapel. Let's get a newsstand. Oh my goodness, we can get 3rd floor housing and a Ferris wheel. This is very exciting. Yeah. What Civ game am I playing? Hi, Ollie. I mean, I don't actually know at which point in history this is set. It feels like it's set in... late 1800s, early 1900s France is the vibes I'm getting. Although I am surprised that we're not seeing like any horses and carts and things along the roads. It's just pedestrians everywhere. But that's the vibes I get from this. 100% happy artisans. Excellent. Yeah, 3rd floor housing will be nice. What did I just unlock? The newspaper stand. The Steam page says build an idyllic 19th century Mediterranean town. Okay, so I wasn't far off then. Yeah. Kind of late I feel like it's late 19th century. Here we go, newsstand. Oh, this is teeny tiny. Okay, can I like squeeze this in? Ugh. Oh my god, I can squeeze it in between here. That's so cute. Who wants to work in a newsstand? There we go. Oh my goodness. Wait, how on earth can 5 people fit in there? You like the cyclists added with the little flower baskets? Oh, you'd like to see them added. I was going to say, I have not seen them. Shirella, are you trying to join again? That is a good reminder, though. We do have the join command in if anybody would like to be randomly assigned. You will either be assigned as an adult or as a child, and you'll be assigned a random profession if you're an adult, and potentially you'll be assigned to a random partner as well, so bear that in mind. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe there's like one adult working in here, and then maybe like, because you know, like at least in the UK, you could get a job as a paper person from when you were 14 years old. So maybe that's a job for the kids. They can go around delivering the papers on their bikes.
A turtle made it to the water.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, Shirella, you are an invisible toddler. We don't know what happened to you. YG Unplugged, welcome in. Hi. We've got a few people joining then. So quiet pause. Are you a... You're a shoemaker? Wait, no. No, wait. I clicked on the wrong person. No, you are a butcher, a married butcher. And YG Unplugged. I don't even know where you are. There we go. Who are you? You're an unemployed child. There we go. Lots of newsies. Okay, did I build any more housing? I did not, but there is a little bit of room. Okay, they're sad because... Why? Why are you sad? Why are you sad? They've gone from 97 to 94. I've got a feeling they need more food places. Yeah. I don't know, we could just fill this whole area in with different marketplaces. We are going to have to make duplicates, but let's just have like a secondary cheese stall, a secondary chicken. Oh no, is it not going to fit in? That's sad. No, I want to keep my nice flowers. Okay, well, we'll just have the secondary cheese store. A burrito shop. I don't know if they had burritos in the Mediterranean in the 1900s, Ollie. I'm not sure they did. I mean, I could just make the road ever so slightly skinnier and then maybe it would fit. Let me see if I can make this work. Alright, chicken shop. Yeah. There we go. No workers available. Wait a minute, can I unlock 3 stories now, though? 3rd floor housing, okay. What does that look like? Is that going to look a little bit wild? Oh, no. Yeah, they're all sad because there's not enough food places to go around. I am fixing it! I'm fixing it. I feel like we're getting new music now that we've, like, reached the next town stage, which is kind of cool. Okay, what are we going to put on this side? Let's put... it's a little bit too big. What about a fruit stall? Yeah! Let's get another fruit stall in. Additional floors. Yeah, it's quite expensive, but we're going to make it work. The music's really cute, isn't it? It's very cute. Yeah, I like that this is just like a little lakeside market going on. It's very cute. I'm surprised that we have enough warehouse routes for everything going on at the minute. Yeah, they're moaning because maybe we need to put another bistro in or something. Multiple bistros. Pardon me. What is this? A fish stall. I don't think I'm going to fit that in there. I'm going to try. A fish stall. What is that? Is that a fruit stall? Vegetables. Yeah, the vegetable stall's too big. I mean, I could, I guess, get rid of like some of the flowers actually. Just to kind of squeeze it in. Is that it? Yeah. There we go. New music! So you have the terrain edit tools. You can always change the water. Oh, can you actually remove? I don't want to remove the lake though. I think it's pretty. But that's good to know. If you just like shave off a sliver, then you could do. Yeah. Okay, let's up these. And get some folks moving in. And then if we've got space, I want to put another... Oh god, there's 2 of those. Okay, well, fine. I was not supposed to put that there. Oh well. We need 1 more of the blue ones. Oof. Ugh. It just fits. Amazing. Yeah, I don't really want to change this though. I really like this body of water. We've made this work. So we're good. And I can probably squeeze some flowers back in, even just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. Well, I know that we've still got the farming village to sort yet. Okay, there we go. Now, what's the demands then? Demand 184, production 60. Demand 253, production 200. Okay. Then they don't. Wait, why are you sad? Wait, why are you sad? House needs the happiness bonus. Oh. Is it because they're too far away from food? I mean, dude, seriously? I mean, maybe it's time we did like, maybe we could put like a little restaurant up here and then that would make them happy. Yeah, let's put another restaurant in. Unless there's like more food things I'm about to unlock. Pottery, clotheslines. No. Most of it's... A new money vault increases the maximum money capacity. Yes, that would be useful actually. But yeah, I'm just going to put another restaurant in. A bistro. I'm going to move some things around. Let's move you here. Bistro on the corner. That should make them happy. It's okay, folks. You're going to have food. You're going to be good. And then I'll give you some decorations. There we go. Be happy. There we go. 90% happiness. Excellent. We're back on track. Yeah, if I give them some trees in the back. There we go. Ooh. Just something very simple like that. Should help. My artisans are 100% happy though, which is nice. Yeah, do you know what? I'm not actually that sure if by making a separate farming village, which is something we can do, whether that affects this town or not, or whether that map is just entirely separate and we're just kind of focusing on a different thing, being farming. I can't remember. What's going on here? Oh, no workers available. There we go. Please move in. Wait, why are you sad now? Beard, why are you sad? More decoration and more food. They are not happy. I mean, it's saying... They don't need any more people to work here, though. They want more food variety, maybe, I wonder? More market stalls? Maybe I shouldn't have, like, put double amount in the same area. Maybe I should have, like, made a separate market. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. They're all sad. They're all eating out together and all very sad. Wait, we didn't put any streetlights in. There we go. In fact, this whole area doesn't have streetlights in. That might make them happier. Be happy, everybody. There we go. Samantha Blaze is raiding. Hello, welcome in. How's it going, raiders? I'm so sorry if people have been stuck in ads. We are on a natural ad break right now. Twitch is supposed to make it so that when people are raiding in, that they kind of bypass the ads. So I hope folks aren't stuck behind ads. I really do. Welcome in. I'm going to say hello in the chat just in case people are stuck. Hello! There we go. Folks, there's a shout out for Samantha Plays. When we're out of ads, we'll hopefully find out what they were up to. I'm going to save my spiel until they're over. Thanks for doing that, Beard. It's typical, isn't it? Typical with the ads timing. But there we go. Yeah. Oh, you were also playing Town to City? Hell yeah. It's such a cute game. I played it very briefly when it was in early access, so I wanted to revisit it now that it's in 1.0, and yeah, it is as cute as I remember, and there's some nice changes as well. Although we've not made a lot of progress so far. I've been doing a lot of yapping and consequently not a lot of progression. But that is a characteristic thing of me and my stream. I'm struggling with food. Everybody is sad, I think, for lack of... I mean, hang on a minute. Actually, I'm wondering, house needs... Oh, it's not food that's the problem. They have no entertainment or clothes. Oh, that's bad. I mean, we could give them... What could we give them? Like, what... Are there, like, new... entertainment things? Not really. I think maybe we'll just plonk down like another entertainment stand. We'll do a ball throw, maybe. Okay, we're out of ads. If you made it through ads, thank you for sitting through them. And if you're new to my stream, my name's Vic or Miss Downs. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm a full-time variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. But I tend to gravitate more towards survival, crafting, building and management games. Those are my jam. Yeah. But thank you so much for raiding in. I completely understand if you need to kind of head out and do post-stream self-care things as well. The sad faces are hysterical. I mean, I feel as if so far we've been playing for like 4 hours and this is like the first thing that's going wrong. The game is very kind to you, I think, when things go wrong. It's very forgiving, thankfully. This is the worst thing to have happened. Now, unfortunately, I've really not left a lot of room to add an extra building, so I'm going to squeeze this in here. They need entertainment. Oh, they can all leave? Oh, gosh, okay. It feels so cozy, though. I can't imagine, like, everybody just leaving. It's so cozy. Yeah, they still want clothes. Where is the clothes store? It's here. That's so close. That's so close. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not close enough? You've played Banished and you're grateful for the grace Town and City gives you comparatively. Megalodon, I love your name. By the way, welcome in. I adore Banished. Played it to absolute death. And yeah, Banished can be exceedingly unforgiving. And in fact, a lot of the colony management games that I've played can be very unforgiving, especially in the money department. You know, you go bankrupt super easily. With this, it's, yeah, much more kind. Yeah. Yeah, they want clothes, but the clothes store's right there. What do you mean you want clothes? I've upgraded the roads as well. I mean, I guess I could put another clothes store down. Or we could just space them out a bit more. Like, we could just move, for example, could I just move the opticians or something? Thank you very much for your follow. Welcome in. We do anonymous follows here. Used to play Banished in co-op with your friends. You started the game seed playthroughs at the same time. Oh, nice. So you were both playing separately, but kind of competitively. I like that. I never thought about playing it that way. But yeah, Banished was never actually finished, was it? But very occasionally I still get the itch to go back. Oh my gosh, now they're all sad that I've moved it? Okay, we need more people to work here. Okay, there we go. Okay, I mean, now they're 93% happiness. I think that is reasonably good in the grand scheme of things. I think that's good. What do I want to build next? I really want to do like a Ferris wheel. Oh, cherry blossom. Okay, I'm going for the decorations. Cherry blossom. Oh, so you'd be on a call together too? If one died 2 minutes into the game, you just start over without a winner. Oh, I was going to say, hopefully they didn't die. Oh, here we go. Cherry blossom. So cute. Oh my goodness. Yes. I might have to like, I didn't think I was going to have to do this, but I might have to like turn some of my graphics down a bit because I'm noticing that when I'm placing buildings sometimes there's like a bit of a weird FPS thing going on. Is it like a smaller tree I can put on the corner here? There we are. Hopefully that will increase some happiness. Somewhat. So pretty. Yeah, the music is, for want of a better word, very French. In a really cool way. It kind of adopts... I don't really know how to describe it. There's something about the street music with the accordion, which is very French to me. It's very Parisian. But also, the piano and the flute that you hear now is very reminiscent of impressionistic music. So we often hear about impressionistic art, like Monet, for example, and their water lilies. So if you imagine impressionism within music being, imagine like watercolor, but in music and sounds. That's what impressionism is. And a lot of the kind of piano motifs and some of the wind motifs in this are like that. And that's like the nighttime music as well. Thinking of composers like Debussy, if you've heard of them. Clair de Lune, which is very famous. You've probably definitely heard that somewhere, even if you don't know the title. But yeah, it's very cool. It's been very well, like the sound world's been very well thought out. Is what I'm saying. Okay, I think we're balanced. I think we're good. We're still not at that 97% on these guys, but it'll do. I unlocked the cherry blossom. Cool. What is next? I kind of want to do the Ferris wheel. I'm assuming Ferris wheel is going to be under recreation, right? Yeah, that's expensive. But yeah, see what I mean? Like when I'm coming to play stuff and I'm moving around, there's that kind of FPS drop. I just kind of like want to cram everything in the town centre. Oh God, I should have put this like by the lake. That would have been so cute. Okay, I have regrets. If I were to do this all over again, I would not cram everything in here. And I would expand earlier and space things out more. You've been enjoying the chill music background vibes in the moments your eyes have been open. Have you been napping this afternoon, Sleepy? But yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to like put this here. Which is probably not very fitting because it doesn't feel like it's in the centre anymore. Well, I'm going to put it over there because I think these guys do need some entertainment. Crash state. Yeah, that's usually me straight after stream. I have to try really hard not to nap straight after stream. Because if I do that, then I don't sleep properly. When it actually comes to bedtime... bistro, let's add some folks in there. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with, at this stage, kind of completely replanning things. Moving things around. But yeah, the map is set. I'm pretty sure I remember this, because I'm pretty sure I had the same issue last time I played this in early access, so... You got the same kind of space and landmarks to work with every time. I don't really know how else you do it though. I think I'm trying to go for like a more modern design, I guess, where you would have your, you know, central business district, as it were, and then you would move out into the residential areas, but I don't think that's going to work here. I did remember, though, we did unlock bridges, and one of my thoughts had been, well, what if we could build a bridge over the railway track? Could we kind of expand the centre in this area? Bridges. Here we go, look. Like, could you... Or is this to go over water? Not... Wait a minute. Wait, did I just see? Wait. No. Wait a minute. So why it would let me build it there, but it wouldn't let me build it here? Let me see. Do I need to just kind of get rid of a few things? Let me see. So it doesn't go over the railway track. Maybe it just needs to be... Wait, does it just need to be a bigger bridge? No? Okay, watermelon question. If you're new here, let me explain what that means. Watermelon question means, yes, you can tell me what to do for a minute. Otherwise, we don't do backseating here. Is it possible to place a bridge over the railway track? Yes or no? Because I feel like there's... I'm trying to figure out like where the edge of the map is in this direction, because you can see over here where the border is. Yeah, the border, look, it goes all the way back here. It goes all the way back here. So surely the only way to get on the other side of this track isn't around here, right? Or is it? Or maybe it's unlocked later. There's the watermelon exclamation. Thank you, Beard. Yeah, maybe the bigger bridges are unlocked later. Funfair fences unlocked. Yeah, maybe that is Undercity. Okay. I'm going to unlock more research points next whilst we're just kind of faffing. Yeah, I don't think we could do it just yet. But it'd be good to do that, and then we can kind of expand out a bit more and not make everything so cramped as it is currently. I think food is still a problem for a lot of people. I haven't seen any sad faces though, which is good. I'm going to increase the size of these. With all this money we have. Is there any sort of support or something you can use to build the bridge on a higher level? I couldn't see that there was. But I can see that there are other bridges we've not unlocked yet that look bigger. Which is what is making me think that it's something that we do later. Although, oh, look at that. I think the problem is that the middle part of the bridge, even if I built it high up, the middle part would still like fall on the tracks. Look. So, wait, what is this? Oh, that's just like tiny, teeny tiny, big. But yeah, it doesn't seem to space the middle pillars out. Yeah, I think maybe later. It is not yet meant to be. Yeah, they're sad. They're sad. They don't want people to move in because of the food situation. I don't want to set up another market yet, though. I like this little area. Let's move you in there. Where are you going to have the most happiness? There. Yeah, it's now down to 85%. You've not got a lot of leisure. A merry-go-round? Maybe they want a merry-go-round. Oh wait, was anybody working at the Ferris wheel? Do you have to have people working here? Requires townsfolk. There we go. Apparently that's a luxury though. Merry-go-round. Right, who doesn't have... Oh, okay, who is... Let's find out why this person is sad. Why are you sad? You have no entertainment and no church. Okay. I can't really fit that in though. I'm gonna have to fit in like a smaller. For now, I'm gonna put this there. There we go. A little puppeteer stand at the end of the road. Classic. Okay. Desires to live in an artisan residence. Well, there you go. You can live in an artisan residence. I think maybe the school is classed as like a service building as well. The same as the chapel. Yeah. But yeah, I want to build a bridge because I think the only other way that you can get there is to like build a road all the way around here. To get to the side of the railway track. You want to live near water? Well, there's nowhere near water. This is the closest place, I'm afraid. There we go. Oh, shit. Yeah, happiness is going down. You want shops nearby? +7. Oh, wait, +20%. I think that's as high as it can get when the families have traits, which just means they want to live near specific things. I think +20% happiness for providing them with those things is the most that you can do. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. For those of you that do play city builders, colony management games, like the urge to start all over again when you don't like what you've done is really high. Like, even though like this is going reasonably well, like we have a decent amount of money and whatever, I'm like looking at this design, like I really dislike this. I want to start again. I know technically we could like do this. We could do this. Okay. So this is like within the same game. We've unlocked a new area. So we could start this. Restarteritis is a thing, right? It's this, I think it's for me, and I'm sure like non-neurodivergent folks have this as well. But for me, there's a neurodivergent need to make everything perfect. And if some things aren't perfect, then it needs to be started again. Yes. But this game allows us to do different levels, so we can make like a farming village here. Oh wow, that's a big lake. Mr. Snooth, you get that too. You have restarteritis as well. Quiet porn. You've had 5 city skyline cities despite not playing for very long. Yeah, I'm always like this. It's when things get a little bit too chaotic, and it's why. Once I'm familiar with a game like this, I really do enjoy doing a full sandbox mode and creative mode where you have everything unlocked from the beginning and you can just go for it, you know. What happened? It's okay. It's okay. The town still exists, but we've leveled up, and that means alongside our town, we can also make a farming town. So that's what we're doing. No, nobody's left. It's all good. People are unhappy, but we don't talk about that. You love this game's art style and similar ones. It's on your wish list, but you dread the perfection curse. It's something that when it comes to gaming at least, I forgive about myself. Like when it comes to work, I have to find a way to let that perfectionism go. Otherwise, I simply cannot do what I do for a living. But when it comes to gaming, at the end of the day, we're supposed to enjoy games. And if I genuinely get satisfaction from starting all over again, I'm going to do it. Do you know what? I've got a real itch to play some of the earlier annos. Some of the annos that don't use generative AI. Maybe anno 1800. Or 1404. Okay. Let's... oh, we've unlocked some extra things here. That's interesting. The thing that always makes you want to restart is the fact that you're not able often to organically expand a city from the center outwards. Yeah, I think like that's what I've been struggling with this, and I keep forgetting this is set in the 1900s. It's different to. Wait, why is this? Hello? Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of going to do similarly to what I did before over here. Houses. Oh yeah, the houses are different here. They've got like a different style to them. Look. And then you can also make farmers' residences. That's the difference with this level, I seem to remember. You just moved your single-player Ark save last night, so you could start again, did you, Jim? What map are you playing on Ark at the moment? I checked on our Ark server earlier, and it's it doesn't look like it's experiencing any issues since the latest patch, which is good. You were born in the 1900s? I mean the 1800s. Oh, I mean the 19th century. Sorry, Cal. I'm getting confused. You found a game that ticks all the boxes for building, but balanced with a huge variety of activities. Got about 2,000 hours. What's it called, Mr. Snooth? What's the game? Johnson, hi. Welcome in. You were so sad to learn about the new one after you had spent 10 hours in the game and couldn't refund it. Megalodon, same. I streamed Anno Pax Romano twice. Once on a Twitch front page, in fact. Before they were found out for using generative AI. And then they had to disclose it. I haven't actually checked their Steam disclosure now, because they did mention that they were taking the generated AI images out, and they were simply placeholders that were accidentally left in. I don't know if they've taken them out or not, but I mean, my personal boundaries are, I feel like it's been a bit tainted for me and I wouldn't go back to it, which is a shame. I don't know. But each to their own, yeah. But then the older ones didn't use it. Yeah, accidentally. Oh no, I mean, it's happened with Crimson Desert as well. They accidentally left the AI placeholders in. I don't think it was accidental. I think they just thought they could get away with it. And then they didn't. Yeah. But I don't know, if you're making a placeholder in a game, shouldn't it be something really obvious so that you remember to actually take it out before the game's published? Like, I would rather see a placeholder. Like, say you hadn't drawn out anything for this house model yet. I'd rather see, like, a picture of a toilet than an AI-generated house, you know? I don't know. But there we go. Yeah, it's always the placeholders. You have the same mindset, even if they remove them, engaging with the game that uses it just to encourage devs to use it and take it out later. Yeah, same. But will I never play a Ubisoft game ever again? No. Because there are plenty of games within Ubisoft that don't use generative AI. But I do tend to, more and more these days, gravitate towards indie games and want to support games that do support real artists, you know? Or, yeah, employ someone within your company to make the placeholders true. But where budgets are tight, you could just use something very simple. Like, I can't mention names of games because I was under NDA, but I have played games in the past in their beta stages before they've been published even into early access, where you would come across an item in the world and it was just a purple blob. And later on, that item would be, I don't know, a rock, a tree, something. And that works perfectly well, you know. That's fine. And that's probably not very expensive to do if you can't afford a particular artist for that in that moment of time. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new people here in stream today. So if you are new to my stream, I will never knowingly play a game that contains generative AI. Anno was an example of a game I did play, realised and stopped. It's not my jam. We don't do that here. A blob or a box or a stick. Yeah, seem fine. Exactly. We can deal with that. What is your problem? You want clothes and food. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm doing a lot of nattering and not a lot of building. let's just figure this out a minute. 'Cause I want to show you guys, before we finish today, I want to show you guys what a farm looks like, because it's really cute. Yeah. You saw somebody play Slay the Spire 2 early access, and they had Stick Figure Doodle as a temporary image for a skill, and it was really incredibly. I would much rather have that. Thanks. How's it going, Newt? Okay, they have food. They have foods, which is good. Yeah, but we can set up farms now. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Farmer residence. So say we had... Okay, I'm going to bring the road round. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. We can like have the farms on this side kind of thing. There we go. And then we could put a farmer's residence down. Then once that's built, I think we can decide what kind of farm it's going to be, and then we can move some people in, which is cool. It was so incredibly... I like that statement, Sharena. You're not going to resort to Gen AI for your idea for an image meme? An image meme? You know what I mean? I'm trying to paraphrase what you're saying, CP Dragon, sorry. You want to do a dragon meme, but not... Yeah, no. I mean... I'm sure there are meme generators that don't use generative AI out there because they've been around for years, long before we were all using generative AI. NVIDIA CEO delivered his keynote speech last week and told us he isn't going to make computers for people anymore. Yeah, I saw that, Jim. Yeah, that's the issue with a lot of graphics cards and memory providers at the moment. They've diverted all of their production to companies and generative AI data centers rather than consumers like us. Yeah. The graphics card I have, my new one, to put into the gaming PC is... I mean, I feel like AMD probably aren't much better in that department, to be honest. But I have an AMD one for the first time, which I'm going to be using. Okay, they need... Edit farm. Can I... Oh, I think I might have to move people in before we put the field in. So you've just housed your first farmer residence. This family will take care of their land and can't be employed elsewhere. Okay, farmland. No crops available. Oh, we've got to research them. Okay, what kind of crops do we want? Hello? Oh, farms. Here we go. Grapes. Grapes and wineries are free. I love how those are the first food things that you unlock in the farming town. Like, they're taking priority over literally any other type of food. Yeah. Wait, the AMD CEO is NVIDIA CEO's cousin? Oh, no. And I'm assuming they're like-minded, Jim, from that statement. I didn't know that. That's kind of wild. I wonder if they get on or if they're like arch enemies. Don't know. Let's plant the first crops. Click on the farm and open the farm tab. Click on the farm, open the farm tab. Oh, and then you paint the crops. Chat, you paint the crops. Farmers are unhappy. Okay, give me a sec. That's so cute. I know you're sad. Just... I feel like... Can I, like, move the markets over here? Can we, like, have them... like, halfway? There we go. And then I'm going to move this... here. And then hopefully they'll provide for both... these residents. I don't know if that's going to work. We're gonna find out. Everybody is sad. Okay, you want clothes. Okay, I'll get you clothes. I'll get you clothes. You gonna go for dinner? Archive enjoy. And have a good weekend, because I am going to finish at a reasonably normal time today. I know I started a bit late and I'm really sorry. I've had a weird day today. Lack of sleep and a bad tummy and being forgetful. Okay, clothing store. Maybe the farmers want clothes as well. Let me just put this here. Oh, before I forget, folks, the PC game show is on, I think, this Sunday at 8 p.m. BST, 8 p.m. British time. I'm going to stream it from Discord. And I didn't put it on the schedule because I only found out about it kind of midweek. So I'll put an announcement out about that in Discord. I'll put an event up. But if anybody's in Discord and you want to hang out Sunday night, it will be streamed. If people in chat aren't in Discord and you would like an invite, do let me know, because we do kind of invite only to Discord rather than having a public link, because we find it generally eliminates more salespeople and scammers, etc. But yeah, I'll mention it now so that if anybody would like an invite, if you ask me before the end of stream today, we can get you on over for that. Okay, we don't have enough townsfolk. Let's get one more house in. I've done a lot of nattering and not a lot of building. I just want to make sure that like this farm is up and running. I want to see how that kind of works, if that makes sense. Okay, so we've got more residents in there. And we can no workers available? Oh shit, yeah, we should probably move people in. Okay, so they're still sad because of lack of food, I think. Ah, it's because they needed more people working there. I just want to see if it kind of balances out. Let's plant the first crops. You still want clothes? Can you seriously not reach this? Oh my god. Why is the reach on that so bad? It just feels weird to me that you would have like a clothes store out this way. I don't know. It's gonna have to be there. Like, I can't make it work otherwise. I don't understand. Click on the farm and open the farm tab. Farm. Edit farm. The crops are planted, but they will need to be processed so that you can use them for commerce. Okay. Oh, it needs a granary. That's what the notification is. Okay, so we need a granary. What is that under then? Here we go, granary. I'm just gonna, for the sake of seeing how this works, I'm gonna plonk it here. Little scaffolding animation, super cute. No workers are available. Okay, we need more houses. There we go. Ding dong. Okay, there we go. So theoretically now... Oh, wait a minute. You need more people? Okay. Theoretically now, that should work. And then you would end up setting up... For the grapes that are growing, you would end up setting up a winery that would then use the grapes. I don't think there's a good place to put the winery where both the farmers will benefit and the other folks... Probably here, just about. You'd put that there. There we go. I feel like artisans would work in a winery. Maybe. But yeah, they're going to have cheese, chicken and wine. That's what we have in this town so far. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure that when you kind of unlock a new level, I don't know if there's any like carried... Well, there is some carried over progress because we can build some of the things we'd unlocked last time, but not all of them. But yeah, I don't know like how carried over it is versus just setting up a completely new type of town. It would be cool if you could kind of like, I don't know, import some of the produce you made in your farming town to your other town. That would be cool. Okay. Couple of extra houses here. There we go. Ding dong. There we go, winery. You're sad. Why? This resident isn't connected to any shops. They are now. They can get wine, but they can't get food. Yeah, I think I'm fundamentally going about it all wrong in terms of the way that I'm actually setting up the city. I'm trying to make it the structure much more modern than it should be for it to work. Wine does take priority. We are in the Mediterranean, of course. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day, folks. This has honestly been really what my brain needed today. Just something really chill. And honestly, it's such a cute game. And there is actually quite a lot to it. Like, it itches your brain, but without being stressful. At least that's been my experience so far of it. So I'd highly recommend it. I don't know how much it is. It's in 1.0 now, though. I was gifted a code a while back. Do I need to... I don't know if it's been auto-saving. That's a good question. Has it been auto-saving? Hello? Open the economy menu. Can I not just see... I can't see if I'm saving the game or not. Okay. I'm just going to follow this a minute. There we go. So I can actually see. Okay, save game. Yeah, I am not entirely sure. Wait, is this us? No, this was the last town. Oh, so we could, if we wanted to, so we could like load in our last town that we did with early access, which is cool.